Yeah, sound check, 1, 2, 3. Sound check, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, man, just type a 9 in the chat, please and thanks. If you're hearing me clearly, yeah, man, sound check, 1, 2, 3. All right, respect for the confirmation, respect for the confirmation because you know it go. Sealer, see Julius Diamond, say Julius Diamond, film clear audience, we up. You get what me I say, like, but when it calls again, man, 432 Earths, Julius Diamond, we up, brother. Them the amount of 9 they are deal with family. Portion to 9. And just bear in mind that today is the 27th. So, yeah, man, that's a 9 as well. Yeah. This morning was also, yeah, man, some full moon energy and them kind of vibrations there. You get what me I say? Yeah, man, you know it go. Me kind of set that time, yeah, for your 9 p.m. start. And me make certain say, me start at 9. So, yeah, man, we have to kind of balance the thing sometimes still. So, we just kind of throw in some geometry or some sacred geometry. Yeah, man. See my brethren, the step of society. Yeah, man. You see my show the her web. You see my show the Hebrew. Stepper, yeah, man. I got all that Hebrew reasoning and break down that you get what me I say. Yeah, man. Cause some man we say them are Hebrew, them not really have a clue how I go on still, but you don't know it go still. That's how it go, man. We live and we learn, and yeah, man. We have to have humility and know say here we go on. We there for your purpose. So I'm bless up the ones and ones them there. Bright and early. Big up Bridget. Delroy Stewart, big up family. Enough respect as always for the support. Merkaba 360, big up. Rhythm Palace, big up. Lali Bella Nile, esteemed one. Yeah, man. Great minds think alike, trust me. Um, Bless up yourself. You get me? I say, my at root, enough respect. The step of society. Yeah, man. Always on the square. 360 degrees. All right. Julius Diamond. Yeah, man. Bless up family. Alex Biggs. Enough respect. You get me? I say, Odie and Cunningham. Enough respect. Courteous, my brother. Enough respect. Courteous, you must check in to your family, your artist, brother. Check in and promote your music to family. Ones and ones them were artists, indigenous, the stepper. When you check in and promoting the music to family, with their family thing we are deal with too. You get what me I say? And if you don't have music to promote, yeah man, the platform is here too. So we can promote the music too. You get what me I say? Uptown TV, bless up yourself, family. Yeah man, you're a real G. You get what me I say? You're a real G, man. You see that ring the pan cartel finger. Yeah, you see when a brother is a real G, yeah, man, him a real G. Yeah, man. But bless up to each and everyone where they are still, and enough respect to the ones and ones and we check in. Yeah, man. Carla, big up in a sister. As you guys can see, there are 4 topics. You get what I say? There are 4 topics that we want to speak on. And me did I go do a musical reasoning. And me I say, here we go on now. You see them things that when me see still, me just feel like say, yeah man, me can always do all a musical reasoning and next day. But them kind of things that when me see what go on right now around us, me just feel like say, yeah man, we need to have these discussions and people can have the awareness. You get what I say? Because in our little circle as Jamaicans and Caribbean people, and big up all like Caribbean people. Because and you have ones and ones who subscribe to me and me subscribe to them and genuine Caribbean people. You get me? I say you don't know it goes so. The whole of we are one people. I just said that. So we see what's going on. So it's good for us to have these conversations. I see where Andrew Onless made a speech, at the conference yesterday. And he said that Jamaica is the oldest black democracy. And I was like, okay, you know, yeah, me know say him not gonna say, him not gonna say nothing where would I say boy Jamaica is, more significant, so to speak, than like Ethiopia in terms of rulership and whatever. But no, in politically correct in saying that, Jamaica is the oldest black democracy. So, Yeah, man, we got all our reasoning upon that. Yeah, man. Do you guys believe that Jamaica is the oldest black democracy? And when we say black, you know it go. We don't want to get too technical with the thing too, you know. And I say black is dead in law and whatever. We know say you talk about quote unquote, you know, yeah man, the African people them. You get what me I say? Yeah, the African people them, man. So that's something there when we are reads and we are talking about black. Big up Hannibal. Sweet pea, yeah man, bless up. So as me I said now, man. So Mr. Andrew only said that. So I just want, you know, for reason upon that. Me see where, you know, the police, you know, me see the police, them two of them a little 11-year-old boy and thing. School youth in a school uniform, dashing down on the ground like some, I don't know what you call it, but like him as some animal. You get what me I say? I don't know what transpires. So you get what me I say? But that can't look good. In a quote unquote developing country and you know a country where you want to put to the world to say, boy, yeah man, you know, it's developing, you know. That can't look good at all. You get what me I say? Can't look good at all, at all, at all. So as them say, context is key more time, you know. Context is key more time, right? Context is key more time still, but it's hard to explain how a police could, you know, have an 11-year-old child on the ground like that in a school uniform. So that is the next thing. I will say Elon Musk, 'cause you don't know it going on, you know, we have to diversify the reasoning. Elon Musk, you don't know it go. Elon Musk is like almost one of the most powerful man, or we can say the most powerful man in the world right now in a real life. Even though we know say the people with the power more time them stay behind the shadows, but we can say him are one of the most powerful men right now, you know, most influential too. So, you know, yeah, man, we see him going at the Gaza part there because, you know, yeah, man, you don't know it going on. The powers that be at work at him and pressure him and try to label him and style him as, you know, yeah, man, say he's anti-Semitism and this and that. But the reality is this now, you know, the whole Semitism argument there, it needs to be discussed, you know, because in reality, you know, all of the Arabs, them, based on this Shemitic hypothesis, they are Semitic people too. So here we go on now. If you hate the Gaza people, then you're anti-Semitic too. You understand me? I say, and them look confused and they go on more time, you know. But the whole of them, yeah, man, are considered Shemitic or Semitic people, all of them. You get what me I say? So how the people them free 58 for the Gaza people and say destroy them or whatever, whatever. And nobody not call that anti-Semitic because in essence that is also anti-Semitic. But you don't know it, guys. So the media operate them smart and crafty. But big up to everyone, you know. And you know, yeah man, me definitely want to start off with the reasoning with Andrew Onless. You get what me I say, family and the police and the soldier and the people them. You get what me I say. Me don't know if I just say you want to reason from me now. But got you now.
I go on Imhotep.
Yeah man, bless up man.
Yeah,
Give
man,
thanks to the
bless up,
check-in, you
man.
know.
Panel, bless up. Well, you know, Andrew Holness is our Prime Minister, you know, brother, so, you know, right now, you know, the leader of the country, so we don't really have nothing bad to say about Andrew. We know, say, he's not a good leader, you know, but what it is what it is. The people, just have to do the thing what them know is right. That's what I say. Because everybody I feel the pain on a different level, but where the leader of the country is concerned, what me I go say, I don't have nothing to say about him, but you know, cause we don't really deal with politics, brother. You know, a government we deal with, so we know him is just not a good leader. That's what I say. That's my
Right.
opinion still.
Right. Reading Palace, you
Yeah, man.
know.
Good
Yeah, man,
night.
bless
Good
up
night.
yourself to
Good
them,
night.
man. Yeah, where you going?
Yeah, man. So, you know, I think I have a question more than a comment because we know that Jamaica obtained independence 1962, and that independence, you can put a quotation mark around it,
Right.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So, me not understand how someone could make that claim,
Right.
given that Jamaica has not operated in autonomy. Like, you know,
Right.
black people in Jamaica have not operated as autonomous people. even up until today,
Right.
because our independence was a pseudo independence. So
Right.
we understand how Andrew Holness is able to make that kind of statement
Right.
with a straight face, considering that we our first, under the pseudo democracy that we have, our pseudo independence that we have, our first election was held when in 1962, right? So I don't understand where I'm coming from with the oldest black democracy. I'm confused with that.
All right, so let me just say this real quick there. Bless up to each and everyone again. Please remember to like the stream as well, because liking the stream does get, the content in the algorithm. As you can see, it's a small platform, but sometimes the reasoning, yeah man, good reasoning always go on. So you realize yeah man, people like the stream, it is recommended to others. So we even get a couple thousand views when we have 300 people. You don't really see that a lot on YouTube with live streams. You get what I say? Yeah, live streams, it's very difficult to have small numbers and get even over 1,000 views, because, especially when your views are organic, you're not buying no bots, you're not buying no views, nothing like that. So, yeah, man, please feel free to like the content and even subscribe and share it to a friend so ones and ones can engage in the reasoning, because these are things that anyone can join the panel. Hit the link and just reason. You get what I say? We can have open, civil conversations. As them say, irons sharpen the irons. It's always about respect and love. You get what I say? So even though, the zeal might, express itself sometimes, it's all about respect and love to each and everyone. So that's why that's still. But let me say this about because me see Robert a type Liberia and him a type Haiti, right? Yeah, and yeah, he is, yeah, him right when him a talk about it. But when me I look upon time myself, Andrew only said that, isn't that being disrespectful to even Haiti? You get what I say? For Andrew only said that, isn't that even disrespectful to all, Liberia and all of the other African countries who fought for their independence like that? You understand what I say? Because in reality, if he's gonna compare Jamaica with other country, Jamaica is what? It's pseudo independence, as Reading Palace say. They get what I say? King is still head of state. Which African country now? The King of England is still head of state, and Britain used to control. So even those African countries, even though they are going through their social and economic turmoil, which is by design, they are independent democracies. So you can't use that to throw it no but black. Why you even not bring up a color in that there so? The oldest black democracy. Why you got this so in a real life? When we know, so while you have said that, the king is still head of state. That is something we never need to say. What you think about that, Lalibella?
Yeah, man. So yell all of them, yell
Let's
on the
up.
panel,
Yeah,
yell
man,
everyone on
blessing.
the panel and thing. So Andrew made this statement a few years ago. Is it a new? Did he restate it recently? Or is that
Yeah,
what's
yeah,
going on?
yeah. At the conference yesterday. Yeah, he said it.
Oh, so
Yeah.
loggerhead prevail. Listen, man. I think what he was trying to say is that Jamaica is the oldest continued black democracy, and
Well,
even
Lalibella, we're not gonna speak for him too, We're
no,
gonna
no,
say what him say.
right, right, no, it's fine. I'm not saying
Right.
that's what that he said. I'm saying I think because I've had this debate before, right, years ago. But the reality of it is that Jamaica is not the oldest black democracy.
Right.
We can point to Ghana that got its independence for Jamaica, and clearly we know Haiti, see,
Right, right,
1804,
right, right,
1804,
right.
and it's vacuous reasoning. And to your point, I don't know why he needs to make that statement in the first place.
Right, and I mean, you see, when these things are said, I mean, say it glass over enough people head, because a lot of people them just are wait for the sound bites part for them start cheer and get yeah man whole hyped up and stuff like that. But what me I say is that isn't that a slap in the face to a Haiti who was a beacon? Remember, all of the African revolutionaries, all of those countries were influenced by Haiti. Haiti, all the African countries, when them here say you have Haiti as a free black republic, over the side there, Haiti was highly respected, and that's why a Benito Sylvian was an advisor to Menelik II. Benito Sylvian, a Haitian, and he represented Haiti in Ethiopia, and he represented Ethiopia in the world. He was like the minister of foreign affairs or some advisor, senior advisor to Menelik. You get what I say? Very influential with formulating the whole, UNIA and all them something there. Even though Marcus Garvey formulated, right? Benito Sylvia and them and the whole of them, yeah. Booker T, Washington and the whole of them. So I say that to say this. Haiti was always respected for what they did to the French. Right? I remember that they assisted even with the American War as well and stuff like that. So, even the Americans and the Haitians at one point in time had friendly relations, even though we know, so, America mashed up the country. But at one point in time, they were respected. America never go invade them and say, oh, you get with me? I say, oh, come to the free on the black. No. They respected them for that and the whole connection between them, Haiti and America too. So I just say that to say this, that it would be a slap in the face for us to try to erase Haitian history, and what they accomplished. You get what I say? By talking about Jamaica being the oldest black democracy. Because even up to today, Haiti might have its turmoil, but technically and legally still a democracy because no matter the turmoil, them always call elections. We know the corruption go on, but elections call same way.
And Haiti is not a commonwealth to any other country.
Right. Yeah, correct. It is an independent, it is a republic. The first black republic. You get what I said? The same, and it's modeled after the same American Republican system as well. You get what I said? So when Andrew only said, no, the first black them are the oldest black democracy. We talking about when you're under a neo-colonial construct.
My only thinking is, and I know you said you can't speak for Andrew, but my only thinking is he was speaking to the ignorant. He was looking to manipulate those who do not know better.
You're them someone in the kingdom of the blind, one-eyed man is king.
Right. Because I'm just saying that. And what about Liberia too, where the United States, the United States, then they really want to get rid of all like black people, so them say, here go on now. Want to go on to Liberia. The British was doing it with Sierra Leone too, You understand me I say? Yeah, the British did not do it over Sierra Leone too. But they were doing it, the Americans, they were doing it with Liberia, where all of the slaves them, after the Emancipation Proclamation, and them time there, them I say, all who want to go to Africa, want to go on to Africa. You get what I say? So that's why Liberia was actually, quote unquote, created, but it is older than Jamaica as well.
Yeah, man.
You get what I say?
Thomas Jefferson. Got you, brother.
I was just going to say, the average Jamaican, in terms of the knowledge that you're sharing, right? Does the average Jamaican is the average Jamaican aware of these other countries and their history to be able to compare and counteract what Andrew Olness said?
No, I don't think the average Jamaican does that. But at the end of the day, that's why we're having these conversations still, so ones and ones who never know can even know. So when Andrew only said that now, someone can challenge him. And say respectfully, Prime Minister, for you to say that is a slap in the face to our brotherly neighbor Haiti, who also contributed in our struggle as well. And any Jamaican who fled to Haiti, right, automatically became a Haitian citizen and a free man. You get what I say? So we can't erase that history there by trying to say that Jamaica is the oldest, black democracy.
So since it's a repeated reckless statement over the years, clearly no one had admonished him as a prime minister. It's a garbage attack, right? I know you don't speak French, but you're mindful of Haiti, right? Nobody not talk to him. The emperor wears no clothes and no one is talking to the emperor.
Doesn't he come from a background of education?
Yeah, he was a minister of education.
Yeah. So
remember, he was.
So from his part, like, look, if someone else had said something like that, without his background, I would say that is careless. But I think at this point in time, with him knowing better and making that statement not once but twice, it means it was intentional.
All right,
he's intentionally trying to mislead.
Yeah. Yeah, well, 1 second there reading Palace. I'm sorry. Sometimes, me kind of interject a little bit for just bless up some, the people and because you don't know it's all about respect,
Yeah, man.
bless
Yeah, man.
up Andrea, Esa Spade, enough respect, Vione, enough respect, Chan, yeah man, enough respect, You get what me I say? Jackie, yeah man, enough respect. Well, Scara in the building still. So you don't know it go. Bless up Scara. So finish what you say now. Reading Palace.
No, I was
I'm
saying
sorry.
that, given that he's a person with an education background and should know
Right.
better, he not only did he make that statement once but twice, which at this point in time would suggest to me that he intentionally was trying to mislead.
Right. All right. So look at this now, right? I remember, in a previous panel discussion, I said that when Andrew Wallace came out and condemned the Gaza man, them, that was a bit reckless because at the end of the day, it shows that you are aligning yourself with a certain set of people, and for whatever reason, you get what me I say. Now, yesterday at the conference, him forward out and him kind of more take a neutral stance. You get what me I say, and him I say, "Boy, we regret the loss of life." And we embrace this peace or this peace agreement and whatever. So you realize you not to condemn or say take no side like that. So you realize him will adjust to evil constructive criticism. Me see that. But a simple Google, even like a simple Google or simple research, whoever wrote the speech for him, right? Because remember, yeah man, him get him little, tune up and whatever, You get me? I say, whoever did there with him, or rehearse or I got through the speech. A simple Google would have made them know, so here go on, bro God. You see the Jamaica being the oldest black democracy? No, we can't put that in, You understand me? I say, because, you have Liberia and you have Haiti, in a 1802 being the first black republic, free black republic, and we have to respect that. And they have always been, yes, they have been cool or whatever, but they are the oldest one. You have Liberia too as well. So, at least somebody will tell him, so here go on now. I don't think it's wise to say that, but at the end of the day, too, we're just in our world where, you see, when somebody is the head, or when the next person knows our foolishness, it's like a person afraid to say, I don't think that is a good idea, Yeah, them just like a yes man, so then just leave him, make him just say it, and then now, if anyone identifies it and call him out, him can't do nothing but, just fall back.
And so I'm not giving him
challenge nobody, I feel that I want to Jamaica biggest problem still. Like, everybody even quick for farmer, a new party, so let's farm. But nobody now want to challenge them people, like them people in a politics. How much years, brother? And like, I don't know to the younger generation or what, even I and I, like, them force out a lot of way out of the country. That's why me say I really like talk politics still in a brother, cause a government, a system we burn. You see what I say?
Yeah, but as long as politics are reasoned with emotional intelligence, yeah man, the whole are we good man. That's how it goes. So yeah man, we can reason about it.
Why me say that still? You don't know people are gonna always get emotional, and that's the way we depend for hurt about feelings. You understand me?
Word.
But we can't talk government without really talking politics. But we know what you are talking still. You talk about the little the gutter politics.
Yeah, but the truth is though, the truth is though, family, right? Even we can even go to the Bible where they say what the truth will be like a two-edged sword, right?
Yeah, man.
So good. So at the end of the day, if you are speaking the truth, do you care? Do you care if you are hurt nobody's feelings for the truth you attack?
No, you can't. If the truth you attack,
right.
Put have set us free.
Then that's why I say that's the truth. If I the truth, if I the truth you attack, then yeah man, you have to just go and go through same way, man. Yeah, you're not busy about feelings, brother. Feelings. Hold on, family. So you are going to acquiesce your truth to feelings. No, we can't do that. We can't do that in the streets, man. No, man. Real warriors don't do that, brother. We can't give up truth for feelings. No time at all. But got you still family.
Yeah, no, I remember so we know a lot of the history, because we are the older ones, same way, a couple of we from the past. And other people know the truth. The younger generation, them know. We know a lot of things where we born as a youth.
Right. So
See
who is
and
going
live.
to enlighten the younger generation? Because we can't depend on the
That's why.
education system, right?
That's why I
Nor
say
can we
even
depend
we
on the
feel
media.
to.
So yeah, so me I say we have to take risks too and know so we are reason and we are talk things where ones and ones can listen
Facts.
to and comprehend and overstand and say, hold on,
And
so this
learn.
make little sense. Make me go check it out. You get what me I
Facts.
say?
Facts.
Yeah,
That's why I'm.
so and
That's
that's what
why
me
I'm
the
telling.
brother.
That's why I'm telling you, say we feel to in a brother because we make some man where 80 or 90 or dictate the thing and nobody challenge them.
Facts.
You know,
Facts.
everybody that quick for sell it start a third party or a fourth party. Remember, so we see that from. They remember, so we born as a youth and hear about evil. Marcus Garvey them try start party. Marcus Garvey is one of the greatest black man ever. Try to start a party and them same people like we not really talk the same set of individual them. But the same system force out a man like Marcus Garvey out of Jamaica, brother.
Facts.
So I say, and
Facts.
we need a system, we need something. That's why, really and truly, I and I, there's a lot of things, brother, but even the Constitution, I and I don't really trust all Andrew Holness them with all the Constitution, brother.
You shouldn't.
You see me?
You shouldn't. And you see the thing is, brother, this is why they're not talking to us about the Constitution and the reform.
Hold on, man.
Because, and here we are, though. Most of we not talk about every day we think about the Constitution. See? And me wonder why people now lose sleep over the new Constitution when I come forward. That is of grave concern to me. Once in
I
our
really and
lifetime.
truly them block out a lot of things, especially we in the diaspora, you know, brother, them block we out of the thing too, you know.
That's
Enough
why
of we don't even know what go on. If we not go to Jamaica, you know, really get certain education.
But the same way the people at Jamaica read the Gleaner and the Star and RJR News and all the media houses, we have access to them. Even though we are in the diaspora, we have access to all of these
Yeah, man,
outlets.
I mean, whole heap more things, man. I mean them like a regular thing there.
No, but at least as it pertains to the Constitution, you get what me I say? Yeah, I mean we are privy. That's why Lalibela could speak on it for say why them silent about it. You get what me I say? I remember them say they are going to be having town halls, right?
Right.
Yeah, and I think I saw like they had mostly one or whatever. So me don't know if
They've had
them
a
feel
few.
like
They've had a few.
yeah, they had a few. So me don't know if them feel like say a few town halls can really explain to the people. Because I'm sorry, a few town hall mean probably what 1,500 people in a one little church or one primary school or one center, and them a tell the people them some language where them not have a clue.
So here the thing about this thing, right? They have little or no room for the citizenry to participate in the constitutional reform, right? We're gonna be given a new constitution, and the only thing they want we for do is to ratify the constitution 2/3 vote. And you see, because we know we have that power, as I always say, we need to have them know that, listen, if we don't have an input in this constitution, if we don't get a chance to review this constitution, forget about this automatic 2/3 vote.
Right.
See?
Minister Scara did check in to so I have to just give him piece of the mic if him ready, If not, we just pass it around. Scara.
Yeah, man, me ready, man.
Yeah,
So
man,
big
go
up to
through
the
I got hot more
man.
time in the family and go through
yeah,
family.
big
Bogle.
big up to the ones them on the panel.
Yeah, man, respect.
Big up, big up.
Salute.
When we want to still not imitate, just give me a second with the mic there for a second.
Yeah, man, got you.
More big up to you and Rick right off I bad because I left Jamaica when I was 19. I never really in a politics when I left Jamaica, right? So I never really have follow politics. So once we get introduced to you and Rick, I miss your own reason about the politics in Jamaica.
Right.
It's not a PMP and labor right reasoning.
Right.
Me start engage myself back like in our politics to see what I go on and so on I talk about. Right? And so I like today now when Mr. Rick post the speech with Andrew, me listen to the whole speech. And not only I was listening, I was hearing what he was saying. I was also listening very carefully to what he was saying.
Right.
what I think when he brought up, for example, is like, some roads that needs to be fixed, and there is 40 million or 40
40
billion
billion,
or
billion,
40
billion.
billion,
Right.
and it's gonna split up to the consequence. And then the same breath, in turn around and say it has to be approved by this sector and that sector. So right, that's why I tell us say road now I'm gonna fix. And that's what we get from
Master
that.
craftsman, brother.
Right, that's what I say road now I'm gonna fix. And then in the end, so the police system and they investigate, and Jamaica have one of the stiffest penalty for crimes and criminal. But just see a man murder and baby and get 27 years what year.
No,
So
but
that
you
not
see, yeah, got you. Sorry for
that
cut.
that that not tie in together when he must say stiff penalty. I don't know what kind of stiff penalty he talk about. That's one thing.
Yes.
And the reason we were not talk about earlier before I came on, I kind of got an idea what we not talk about, but we never really I didn't hear when the conversation started.
Right,
But
right.
the problem, the thing that we gotta realize when then did they make them bullshit speech there, Remember say the two party did just the JLP then did no none of them people, I go say, hey, Mr. Andrew, that's not correct. They're all just gonna do there and cheer like idiots and support the slackness. So we're never gonna get that person to stand up and say, what I say isn't right, because it's politics and he's speaking to his people. They're not gonna call him out. So we're not gonna have any change
Right,
when it
right,
comes to
right.
that politics. And as long as there's two party, we're gonna be here on this mic or whichever mic in the future talking about the same issues.
Well, and that's the reason why we're having these conversations, so as to create awareness and to stimulate critical thinking, so people can
Yeah.
move away from the herd mentality. So I just try it got still, but Mr.
Right.
Real Man there and Mr. Passion
Yeah,
that.
man.
So Real Man,
So, well,
yeah,
hold on,
man.
one
Oh,
more thing before me look at Mike.
got you.
Even you had a number bring up this hero circle. Me did I laugh. Come here and say, I since a accident at hero circle, I that day the JLP get in power.
No,
Can I make
no,
it
but he's saying, but Scarrow, he's saying there, right? Let me show you where they put him foot in my mouth. He said that Hero Circle was a shanty town, and when they came into power, they built it up. But they built it up without any sanitary facilities,
yeah,
and them
that
embarrassed the
me
whole, them embarrassed the whole country. And you understand what I
say,
say? And then them have
yeah,
to
that
go
me
back, them have to close it down, and then go actually add water pipe and bathroom. So him even
me just
embarrassed himself. Listen.
yeah, can me just a laugh for the man that said that. Me say this someone that really said that out time out.
Right, but me hear where
That's a good thing
you don't
about
know it, but me have to
social
give real
media,
man. Me have to give real man piece of the mic too, you know
Yeah,
it
man,
pick all the time. And
yeah,
then
man, real
Passion
man,
Dan
got
can
you.
take beside
Yeah,
too.
man. Yeah, man. Yeah, like, I mean, Jesus, man. Look on all that. Like him say now, him just a to politics in a sense since we talk about this whole situation here. But youth, I can tell you this. I don't know if you're youth or not. I just say youth, no disrespect. Let me,
No worries, man.
let me tell you something, brother. I'm born 1976, right? And let me tell you something. You see, from in a 1980, I want little place in a Meadowbrook, go and get a place up there. You must take know when me a talk. Them a set of people lick out every window in my house, shoot out every window clean. And mattress them have to put on way. As little baby finna dead. Not because of we, but because them a say the other side. So me say this, he say this. Everything what Andrew Warren talk out of his mouth today is not gospel. Him do this already. And him do it over and over and over
Yeah,
and over. And well on brother, there's no, like you said earlier on, there's no one in the crowd. There's not a great mind like every man with dep on a panel tonight. Even though some of them wouldn't get up, but I know if I in that crowd and hear this man talk, the things them talk, me get up and say, brother, you're not right. And me a backtrack him on some things when do already. And come back to the do can me listen to every word out of my mouth. And everything where man chat say, it just now make no sense to me. But
no sense.
the only problem is the messed up part about this whole situation, we have to have a constitution. No matter how you take it. We have to have one. You understand? And this goes just to show you again, say, I don't really Andrew Holness them a few problem.
Right.
In all fairness. Is the what we call it again, what we use is the tribalism of our people in Jamaica.
Right. And the lack of accountability as
The
well.
system,
Because,
brother, and the
Yeah.
people, and the system.
yeah,
No,
the
brother.
system, no, the
We
people.
can't
No,
do
no,
this.
hold on.
System create the people.
No, hold on. One
system-
second. 1 second. What value is the system without the people?
None.
Okay.
None.
All right.
But
If there's no
System is a
people,
system.
hold on, brother.
well,
Hold
let me
on,
say this.
hold on,
Let me say this real
take
quick.
1
Well,
second.
let me say this real quick in the family. I'm saying, right? If there are no people, then you don't need a system, so the system is irrelevant.
Like,
The
fact.
So
problem,
the people are really the main factors in this scenario because the people are not holding these politicians accountable because of the tribalism where we
Tribalism,
man.
exactly. Yeah,
So
man.
the
But the system create the tribalism, brother.
No, but
People create the
still people
tribalism.
create the
People
You
system.
still
So,
not get it in a brother.
no,
What we are
that's
trying
fine.
to
No,
say,
that's fine.
what we
A
are trying to
people
say to you
create
is that
system same
look
way,
on this right now. I'm going to say this to you. I mean, I show you, regardless of the fact what happened at Mountain View today, brother, no woman, no fear run up on a back soldier and a fight soldier. And if a soldier knock
Brother,
her
the
out,
thing where you not understand, so that don't start today.
oh my God,
Here,
bro.
look, here's that start, brother.
Oh my God, I brother, you
So-
still not get to me. I say,
System.
hold
Me
on,
get
hold
to
on.
you, say.
No, make him finish, man.
Hold
Make him
on.
finish.
The two things are true, you know. The woman not supposed to go on them kind of way there, and this
Right.
is not new.
Right.
These are not mutually exclusive. The two
Right.
things are true.
Agree.
Facts.
So got your real man.
so
Yeah.
what I'm saying is that on a government system, if we of Jamaicans did have the respect there or the understanding there of a better communication with law enforcement or with each other, there's no way would operate the way we operate.
So
And
question,
would
real man. Question.
Real talk,
Ask
real
that
talk.
question and then Passion Dan there too, so I'm gonna
Okay.
pass the mic, right?
All right.
I'm gonna ask and just respond and then Passion Dan can
All
just
right.
say what them say. All right, what's this now? Did you see the video, right? In the same video or any previous video where the soldiers them are run down the youth them and lick them with the gun in them head
Yes,
and
me
them
see it
drunk and
on a
them something.
different angle. Somebody different phone post it with that. I go on.
Okay, but because me only hear you mention the part where the female attack
No.
the soldier.
All right,
So
I say that to say
yeah.
this, brother. Either way, we take it. Either way, we take it. Violence in our community. Me and you know this, and I don't know, like say we don't know this, brother. We know this man here. We are mash up people on road. Tip off run from police. Police corner him and knock him. And we all we turn the whole car them in the road and light tire and burn down the place. So what?
Well, let me tell you something. No, you see, all right. You see, chances are it might happen up at your place, but based on when me observe, even like places like our Waterhouse and them something there. Watch this now. You see when police forward in at the place, and yeah man, them say some extra judicial killing go on. The people in Black Road and Buntire. You see when they catch the man with a machine and burn him skin and them say, well, whatever go on and them say this and that. No road no black, brother.
Okay.
No road no black, man. But anyhow is a youth where you know say it's an extra judicial thing go on. You get what me I say? Yeah, people run out and block the road like that. But what is so funny about all these areas is always women. So more often know if no man not in the areas then.
I have something to add to that,
But hold on, let me give the Passion Dan a little piece of the mic this too, and then you Scaro. Go to
Okay,
Passion
got you.
Dan.
Hey, good night, panel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man, bless up.
Yeah, on my tip. So I'm gonna hear something, right? Some of those ones say something still like, so what Andrew Holness was saying that Jamaica is the first, what democracy,
No, he said that Jamaica is the oldest black democracy in the world.
democracy in the world.
Right.
So let me ask you: is democracy is the shortening of Democrat?
No,
No.
like a system, a political system,
But
right? Because he's talking about a system, right?
is that's what
Yeah.
A system of governance.
but is that's what the Democrat Party in America built up off?
No.
No, not because the party in America named the Democrats and the Republicans,
Mhm.
No.
right? Even in a lot of European countries, you do have
It's just a
quote unquote Democrats as well.
it's just a system, the democracy
Right,
system.
right. It's a system. It's a system. It's a system.
In,
Man,
in a nut, in a
no,
nutshell, in a
no,
nutshell, in a nutshell,
yeah, go ahead.
no, in a nutshell, that democracy, in democracies,
Mhm.
the citizen will choose their leaders by voting. That's a
Right,
basic.
and that's based on the constitution, which again is tying to it's a system of governance through a constitution. Yeah, understand what I said?
Yeah, democracy, yes.
Right. So it is applicable to a lot of countries in the world, not only in America because they call themselves Democrats.
It
Because
But
you don't know it.
coincide with
let me ask,
communism.
let me ask you something though. But don't you think the Democrat Party in America was built up of that same some form of system when it comes to because
Well, the thing
No.
is, right?
No.
Let's look at political systems from their embryonic stages, right?
Mhm.
First it was like the Egyptians had a particular systems, right? The Persians had it, the Babylonians had it, then the Greeks, created their own system with all the philosophers, Plato, Aristotle, Isocrates, Pythagoras, all of them. You get what I say?
yeah,
They created like a republican system and a democratic system. Then the,
yeah,
the Romans copied the system from the Greeks, and the Romans had that system as well. Even though the Caesars were in power, the Romans had a Senate. You get what I say?
mhm,
And they were very influential. America took on the same Roman concept as well. You get what I say?
mhm.
That's why you see them have the scepter, with the same scepter where the Romans they would not use. If you look in the Senate, right, the same scepter is in it, the same Roman scepter. So they do have a Senate as well. So you realize that that's them kind of copy the concept from the Romans. You get what I say?
Okay. Okay, it's just something I want to also throw out there. So I said, let me call in and try. And
Yeah,
so
man. Yeah, man. Because what's this now? Let me give you an example, right?
Mhm.
Even in all right, even in 332 BC, right? Alexander the Great, he conquered, like in Egypt and
The
yeah,
Greek.
the whole region. There there's a reason still. So just to inform the people, so at
Yes.
least a person can go Google it and realize and say,
Oh,
oh, this makes sense. We just say it that way. Then. When me I say
mhm,
when he conquered all of that region and the Levant, right?
mhm.
When he died, he had no heir to the throne. So as a result of that, now his three generals, they split up the tree into three areas. I say that to say this. Rome, even though Rome, at point in time, Rome had more than one Caesars. I say that to say this. Rome had many different city states.
Yeah,
You
which
get what I say?
is
And
true.
you will have a Caesar where he will rule over Rome, and you have a Caesar who will rule over the Byzantine Empire, which would have been modern day Turkey and them region there. So that was more like that is where the democratic system morphed into. You get what I say?
Yeah. So I just throw this out there to, for people can understand and who don't know will know. You understand?
Yeah, man, that makes sense, man. That makes sense, man. I appreciate that still, man. You don't know it, go, man.
All right, Papa. If anything, we chime back in.
Yeah, man, that's a word, man. Who did that attack? What is it,
Sarah,
Lali Bella or what? Oh, you go.
Well,
no,
I was gonna,
Sarah.
I was gonna say like because you guys were talking about, Real Man was saying about the dance, and we're blocking the road and all
Right,
these things, right? And like you were saying too, it was always spearheaded by females.
right.
And like I always observe that, and I feel like it's not necessarily that they're upset that the Dan got murdered or justice served, so to speak. It's more so you notice like most women in Jamaica, especially in the ghetto, they don't work, so they depend on that easy free money. So they're more upset about the money that they're now not gonna be getting more so than the guy's debt.
But
Well,
Scarab,
No, go, sir, brother. Go,
no,
sir,
well,
hold
brother.
on.
listen.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Hold
No,
on,
no,
hold
go,
on.
sir,
Most
brother.
most don't
Listen.
support those female and
Right.
send
All
their
right.
kids to school.
Yeah, listen. Yeah, listen.
Fatherless no kids. Most of them get to there. I done
Shut up,
send them
Master
kids
Man.
there to
Scarra,
No,
school.
but hold on, hold
Scarra,
on,
Trust me.
don't
Scarra.
try the mic a little
Hold
bit.
on. All right, go to
Me not say
Roll it.
hold on, me not say a facts now. Me I say that's what I think.
Oh,
All
okay.
right,
That's
Me
a,
well,
not, me
that's
not,
fine. That's fine. So go to Roll it.
it's just like a ghetto system, them thing, them one.
yeah,
Where
but why? Well, how
people
can
not
you
willfully
explain?
come out. People not willfully do them thing there now. Just out of scare tactic, brother.
Right. Because Scarra, I'm gonna tell you straight up, bro. Right? Um, Most times, it's the parents who are responsible for lunch money for send the pit them go to school. If them can and they might link the area leader, yeah, and him can, he will give it to them. You have some areas where the area leaders them poor, and you have some areas them where you know say you have certain all judge pang them or whatever. Them man they them have money, so them can afford to send how much pit nigga to school. You have some
Facts.
areas all like Waterhouse. Man, they don't have the money like that, brother. So
Lala
most of them
Bella.
area dance they don't
All right.
really say take
Lala
on the
Bella, real quick there.
responsibility there.
Lala Bella.
No
Yeah.
man,
All
this
right.
guy
Watch
that
it.
talk still.
All
Hold
right.
on, hold on.
No,
I'm sorry.
go to. May I listen, man? May I listen? Go to, man.
Yeah.
But just my opinion, anyways.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Scarra.
that's fine.
Scarra, yeah, that's listen, even here in the US, most of the time when there are protests,
Rhythm
because
Palace, your
yeah,
background kind of noisy. You can step away, please, because you don't know it go. Because we have to
yeah,
kind of protect
yeah,
the
hear me now?
quality of the stream as well.
Yeah, yeah, hear me?
Yeah,
Yes,
man.
but
Yeah,
there's
man, you know
like
what
a
I'm saying.
TV's on and there's talking in the foreground. Oh, like I go there on the younger ones and Rhythm Palace.
Yeah, man, I'm down
Yeah, I
there.
saw it got some time. Got you still, man. Got you still.
Yeah. What I say is, that phenomenon I think is probably is common, not just only in Jamaica. I think also here in the US, when you have any kind of issue where there's some police misbehaving of the police, or perception of misbehaving of the police, or police brutality, it tends to be the women who are more activist like, to kind of take on the issue first, and it's usually coming first from the family, like a mother or a grandmother or something like that. And usually when police brutality is involved, it's usually a male in the family, right? So it tends to be the woman who would make that first step. So I don't think it's, I understand Scarra's position, but I don't think it has anything to do with losing money from our income from an area leader or a don. I think it's probably common for female to do this because they're usually emotionally impacted,
Right.
based on the individuals who are involved, and then they are able to gain additional support from other females, and ultimately men within the community would also join the protest. So I don't think.
All
Them
right,
little thing
well
that
on
keep
one
them
second
safe
there.
still.
1 second there. Let me say this real quick there. Truth Hurts, yeah man, family. You can click the link and join the panel. You hear? Yes, but
So, the
just keep
reason
it
why,
respectful. Just keep it respectful.
like,
Yo.
the reason why I have that thought still in a image, because a client that me come from, as part of client that me come from, never experienced no gunshot, no other violent, no
Okay.
entire burning thing there, right? But
Right.
that's the me come from a good part of Clarendon, at least when I was growing up.
Right.
So me always a think say me always a neighborhood and them
Oh, Scarra, I think you're in and out,
Yeah, scary now.
Yes, Scarra going in and out. But let me just say this real quick,
Well,
no,
right?
but
okay, go ahead.
Yes, Scarra, are you there?
stand
All right.
it
Le-
only pass
no,
and balling
Scarra,
for a
1 second.
man where
Hold on,
we're
Scarra, hold
perplex
on.
everybody in
Scarra, hold
there.
on. Scarra, you were breaking up a while ago. So just repeat back what you said.
Oh, me just a say like me I said before, like me no experience not in road
All right, we lose
no
you again,
neighborhood.
Scarra. We lost you
So
again for a couple seconds.
chip out and chip in back, no
No,
Oh.
yeah,
scary.
man. But I understand when him said that's whisper him grow up, him never experienced them kind of life there. But watch this now. if you look at even all of these reports from Indicom, right? There are a lot of questionable, the police killings in all of these communities. So what's this now? Even as a ghetto youth, you are grow up, you always fear the police in a real life. If police are soldiers are running at your place, because just like where you see on the video, right? And we have to be thankful, say we have access to, phones and we can record things now, because it show you when the soldiers them are run down the man, them and lick them down too. So that causes a whole hostile environment. That's all. You get me? I say, me don't know the cause of it, but we still see confrontation by both sides. You get what me I say? Now, when you look at these communities, what is the relationship between the communities and law enforcement? It's hostile. It's hostility. You get what me I say? Me understand, say, criminals in a them, But remember, say, the way our law enforcement deal with these communities, them treat everybody as criminals, just like over the Gaza part there. Yeah, man. When Musk did say him drop the Starlink to give the Gaza people them internet, Israel say what? Nothing for them. And nobody could challenge that, because Israel has said the whole of them are Gaza. And so the police approach these communities the same way. The whole of them are criminals and criminal sympathizers.
All
So
right.
it's always a hostile approach.
Me hear you know, and I respect every word what you say, But me can honestly say, me can't really sit right so and say myself say constantly when these things keep happening, right? And happening over, we just keep talking, and nothing not getting done to the situation, because one of the main reasons why this not happening is because we Jamaican people who just in a one circle of people now open more eyes and know how to deal with things when the time come. You understand what I say? That's why I say it again. Local government is very important. Because if you don't have somebody at Waterhouse, somebody uptown, somebody up a Peace, Reddy's Road, you name it. Same place down the south anyway. If you don't have someone, right, who in the community to talk to these people, that when the local election time come around and there are questions and answers that need to get done, then in these communities we always gonna have these issues.
Well, the reality to real man, you see even that same place there where you see them on the news where the soldiers them are running, right? Yeah, them have a member of parliament. So I just the cycle, reason about this yesterday is a cycle where, it keeps, it acts like a recurring decimal. And as me say, when we talk on these things, we kind of create a little bit more awareness. But what was funny as well to me is that it was the JDF releasing a statement about the matter, and it was a PS soldier. Me see, we saw no police. You get me? I say, and one is the question is now, was it as a zone or special operation? You get me? I say,
Yo,
was it as zone a special operation?
It's crazy,
or something, because and a curfew chap. It's just me just say soldier run down the people them and the soldier them a fight, and whatever we see, it's a confrontation whichever way you want to put it. You get what me I say? So what I'm saying is that where is the JCF stretched that thin where other space soldiers want to have, because soldiers train to defend the country in terms of military tactics, and them sitting there, a civilian things. This is soldiers them on the task them to do, you know. You get what I say?
But I don't know if you realize he's an army man and the police commissioner.
I mean, Macmillan was as well. You get what I say? Macmillan was Macmillan was too. Eh?
Macmillan wasn't a press button though.
Well, let me say that to say that, you don't know it go. But this army man, no, me not rate him like that, because him can't even have a plan. So, and he was chief of staff, remember,
militarize the place, brother. So that random plan.
No, but the way this look, let me tell you something. The way this look, as Jamaica being a quote unquote developing country, right? And we modernize, this look like no disrespect. This look like some place where in Africa where appear chaos down there. civil war, where you see the soldier and the people them and people are run from whatever militia, whatever. I just saw it look based on the optics.
But it
You get what I say?
you know, sound like to me, it's like me not sound like no man, and not just you, you know. Come listening, you know. It's like we now give the people of the community no accountability, you know, brother, for this stuff, you know.
Well, what
Because
is the
soldier now go
accountability
just
here? In context of what we are talking about, what is the accountability here now?
all right. For me, right? Me and you know, say killers stay in a community where them know say a people living there, where people where go to work and school every day, them stay among these people, right? Me and you know say when them living at the community there where them live among them go out and come in and give a 1 and 2 woman and man $1 and buy them a beer or a drink or whatever. So they're guarded, right? When police and soldier go in and then community there for the people, for that bad man, where them go for, right? Remember me tell you, when them hold on pan him, whether them shot him or not shot him or whatever, the case is the community
Brother,
get
hold on. Me not cut your brother, but please. You ever live in a garrison yet?
Yeah, man,
You
him live it up something them and up a Red Hills Road, them, man. You
ever,
get me, I
Cassava,
say?
brother. Me live a cassava piece about 10 years,
Cassava
brother.
Peak side, them, man, and
Reddy's Road,
common
man.
region, them, man. But what's this, you know? Real, man. We're talking about this particular incident because I want kind of keep it in context because what
Okay.
I'm saying is in the context of when me see with the soldier them and the community, the confrontation.
oh boy.
We know say, enough
Ah,
of the criminals them born and growing in the areas.
the man I
And
get
you
it.
have people who a man might run where or run from film area at and a one link. Yeah, a man will stay over there so and yeah man, that's how it go. Or
Guys, when
you
are
have
we gonna
sometimes
get rid of
land.
that mentality where
Let
man
me
I
land,
run we're
brother.
going a
Hold
year?
on, man. Let me land, man. Me I say, you have sometimes if vibes are going, then bring in some man and then kind of import it. You get what me I say? So when me
All
I
right.
say, most of the criminals them in the communities, them born and grow there. And how them become criminals. Sometime what? A gang war, them have to defend them turf and lock ends on them sitting there. And they start all gun. And that's how them turn criminals. Because place and place are war. So what's it in a real man? If you did born 100 lane, you would have happy are in some way shape. Is it they take yourself? Are you at when you reach 16, 17, 14, 15, you did have to either a lookout to tell the man them something or something, brother. If you live a park lane, you did have to do that too. So sometimes the environment create these people too.
I know say imitate me know what you say a while ago, I'm not cut into your conversation, but while we just talk a while ago, one of my cousin, one of man them used to run out 100 and me never one day them could have never call me and tell me say you're ropes.
But that are you,
Never.
brother.
No, but that are
When
you do.
And
That are
none
you
of my
because
family
hold
them.
on.
I work,
Hold on.
all
Match
them
them
in
now.
them house,
Which
them
part
people
of Maninzil you used to live? Or Cassava Piece?
Me live right next to Vado Yard, right at Glen Drive.
Well, probably, but remember saying, brother, probably if your family well respected and whatever are your people, them, whatever, we know the thing got to,
Me
brother.
get that too. Me
Yeah,
get
but
that
what
too.
I'm saying is real, man. We know the reality as well. Say, even the younger youths and pandemics 14, 15, right? Them start lock all one little thing around and one little place there. So, or them a look out and a watch out and them something there. Because it's a whole system, brother.
Me just
It's a
hope
whole
and pray.
system.
Me just hope I'm not even pray. But I just love to see my brothers and sisters in Jamaica, young and old and everybody can just realize what really happened to it and what happened in our politics and what needs to be changed.
All right, so let's look at the question there where Doria asked now. Who they protecting? What's this now? That's why I mentioned Angelina and Parkley and Dory. Because what's this now? One of the spot them a labor right. You get me? I say Angelina a labor right one. Right, real
No,
man?
PMP, 100.
Where's the what? No Parkley
100.
and PNP.
No, 100 a
100 a
PMP.
PNP. All
The
right, cool. And
whole I
Parkley and a
rest
labor
already
right.
is road and labor right.
Yeah, man, that's fine. So what is now? Because remember, back then, no Derek Smith did control the wall of the spot there. And something there.
Carl Samuda.
Carl Samuda too. Carl Samuda and Derek Smith in control
Yeah.
from Mar Valley come up to
All the way
Sunrise
up
Spot
there.
them region there, right? So what me I
Akiwa,
say is
blah,
that
blah, blah.
Park Lane, labor right to say, right?
Yeah.
100 Lane a PNP.
Yeah.
And I saw that the rivalry they start off. And them always at war. And what I'm
Again,
saying is, my point is, a lot of these
yeah.
garrison areas with the crime and violence, them start off being political, and then the vibes just always dead there where they don't like each other. Just
All
like how
right.
you have Mattis Lane and Garden, they
Yeah.
don't like each other.
But why is it again to whenever jungle call peace treaty with a side where them a war they go for years and years and man listen when man say a man a move up forward in a life and then maybe after 10 years boom it kick away wicked again and then it go because people listen, people learn, people evolve. But somehow we not seems that we can get it. You understand what I mean? It seems like we can get it because there's no way. If me did a vote at Jamaica, me could have voted for a man again. What tell me say, the man come out and me say when me done with Boya, me on can left on the door and the windows open.
So Talman, the kind of consciousness you have right now, and the kind of independence you have, you feel like you did have that before you leave Jamaica?
Yes, boss man, I did, man.
All right, that sounds good.
I did because you know why? I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. When me never like, brother. Me never like the fact say one morning me watch my little cousin I go Meadowbrook High. We are the same age now, big man now. I mean I watch him I go Meadowbrook High. And a soldier, same soldier, you know. I think on eradication time, the run of them time, the same soldier, you know. Take the man bag, you know, brother. Look you out, I go school and empty out everything out and bag and box him, you know, brother.
All right, so let me just say this because you don't know it, we kind of interact with the chat
All
stream
right,
here.
go ahead.
So,
Come on, switch it, you know, but me
no,
just
man,
say,
that's fine, man. That's
tell you the
fine, man. But
passion,
let
how
me
me
just
see
hear
it.
some people. Pilgrim forever. Yeah, man. Big up, Dory. Big up yourself. Colin Burton. Yeah, man. Big up yourself. So, me say, Truth Hurts, right? Big up yourself. Everywhere you see soldiers, there are police and soldiers by law. It says there are police. Soldiers by law have to be accompanied by police when going on operations. But what's this now? Truth Hurts. In a state of emergency, no, the soldiers do not. As a matter of fact, the government has passed laws which have given the soldiers, extra legal powers. You get what I say? In certain cases. So, like, if it's a case where if it's a SOE, yeah, man, the soldiers them are empowered. You get what I say? But like where we see now, where soldiers and the people them are behave so, yeah, there should have been some police present. You get what I say? Unless it's a zone of special operations and that's some just a wait for here. If it's not as doing a special operation when them just go in, if say them a look for a wanted man, because based on the police report when me here, right? Them say our wanted man them a look for, not true. Right?
But right,
Are you guys have not been following this thing?
Yeah,
Huh?
it's a wanted man.
Right. So them say them a look for a wanted man. So I find that strange where a soldier look for wanted man. And a soldier look for wanted man.
You know,
though,
so if me not lie, I have one video when a police was there, so still. A police was there,
That's
no,
right. So the station not that far from that, so still, you know.
No, family. In no matter where the station
soldier
they, you know.
always there at the station.
In no matter where the station they
No,
still.
me I tell you, them always there. Like,
Yeah, but what I'm saying, I don't know if anyone saw any police, but me not see none at all.
The video when me see first video, me see a man in a blue. So that must be police.
Well on, man. Well on. You need to double check that video there.
No,
real, man.
all right. Me can look back on it again.
Yeah, because that video there where
blue.
you see, right? Me see multiple videos.
Okay.
Me see multiple videos, brother. Multiple. I mean, not see no police, so I stand corrected.
Well, I kind of hear so them that run down the man them away still. You see it. I know the station.
Well, me see it, brother. Me see some soldier run down some man and lick him down with
me know the area, you know, so me can tell you the station are pretty close, and if the soldier them put on a chase, like it never impossible for the police never did so because soldier always there, like from that thing that when elephant did go up in the hill and that thing there and it kick off a big thing and man dead and beating police. Remember that thing, the man? About a Mountain View, there's a Jake Road thing, the whole thing they get.
Yeah, man. Remember Jake Road, man. Yeah, man. Jake Road.
That time, them put a police station
no,
there.
No, Jake Road and Jarrett Lane, man. Right?
Yeah, man.
Right. Them always a war and the police station, the right one four-way there, so. Right at the four-way there, so.
Langston Road and
Right. Langston Road. Right.
We know the place like that, so.
I'm my place too, man. Because my mother used to live right next to you, brother. Right, all right. Right at the furniture shop, right?
Yeah.
The furniture shop, that yard there, my mother used to live in there, so me used to left Camper Down. You see, when I go Camper Down, I walk from Camper Down and walk through the whole of Rallington Town and them place there, and walk through Drake's Road and come link my mother in a real life, bro. Yeah, man.
So let me ask you something real quick. For the whole over there, I mean, 'cause we always say the things, you know. Now, what you think is the best solution for we can? I mean, like I said, we are aware, we are do awareness and we are talk and we are try to put the message across. But even so, I think if one will come up with something, can give a listening ears because we defend our communities or the communities across the island. Right? But you know, so there's crazy stuff going in the community where police don't know about our soldiers don't know about our nobody know about.
Right. I
So
agree.
what may I
I
say?
agree.
Okay.
I agree, but what's this, real man? I think also, a part of the crime fighting mechanism, yeah, man, should also be trying to engage with these communities, like law enforcement, yeah, man, engage with them, in a civil and amicable way. Don't just run in there every time when I look for wanted, man. When the place all right, you can check in and yeah, man, try to engage with the people them. You get what me I say? But every time when we see the public and law enforcement are engaged, it's always hostile, brother. Me not blame the police nor soldier, but I'm saying, is this a coincidence that every time we see on the news with police and soldier and the public, it's always a hostile one? I'm just saying, like, how can we address it? Because what's this, If we want to address crime, you have to engage these areas. You cannot ignore these areas. You cannot have these areas that hate police, hate soldiers and stuff like that.
It can't start from the police and the people, man.
All right. You know one thing let me say to happen.
We have to look forward and that. We have to look at these leaders who we have, brother. We have, I don't know how it's going to happen, but we need a way where these people have to start be holding accountable for what happens, brother.
You know, so I don't believe in a dance, brother. I don't believe in a dance.
We're not talking about a dance,
No, that's not, brother. You have to listen to Fambo. Sometimes you have to listen to when I say, wait until me say when I say fully. Me I say I don't believe in dance, right? But if a man live in your area and he mean your area good, and the people them will live in the area, it might go make an impact. You understand what I mean?
You can't stop him when him have them big AK there and then them whole heap of shot there. You can't go and stop him.
Oh boy.
So you think it's an easy thing what you are talking about. We live in a them community there and we see the youth them have access to them rifle there. So you can talk what you are talking. And we know this. The people them, not for the people them in the community literally scared.
True that too.
Nothing them can
True
do.
that too, because what's this, even though there's a witness protection program, right? Are the whole of your family have to run away, in a real life, Anybody we go to police and inform, the whole of them family have to run away. Brother, me see, let me talk about when me see, brother. Me see a house get shut up, right? With a mother, our daughter, and our grandpitney. The baby was like almost 6 months or whatever, because they said them are informer. So if you want somebody decided them are going to inform, all them family have to run away, brother.
All right. So, all right. So, me get what Uno say now. Me get what Uno say now, I'm here, Uno. Cool.
Right. Hold on, the real man. And you have people who give police information, and the police them tell back the man them who do it, and that the person there get dash way. In a real life too.
Me know so that
them the things they want to make people afraid to talk to.
Everything one I say, brother. Me know that like the back of my hand.
Okay.
Me no know where I say, me no know. Me not go in the details, brother. But differently, like me I say to you, are the solution to the situation. We cannot just get up every day and say,
come from the bigger head, brother.
Nah, go change it. Nah, go change. That's how we can't accept.
No, real man.
Nah, go change it. Nah, go change.
No, but real man, I just said, right, I gave my proposal. I said, right, we need to have more civil and amicable engagement between these communities and law enforcement. It should not always be about hostility and confrontation, which lead to the death of people or physical abuse of anyone. I just that's some of the brother.
Sometimes it's deeper than it.
Imhotep.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not cut you off real, man. I'm tell about something I'm serious. Well, all right. Remember 2010? What happened 2010? 2010 or 2009 with Dodos. Remember that thing?
2010. 2010.
I remember. You remember about a couple years after that when Bruce said, any man name call if you come in, brother. Me see people have to run away. A real man can't tell me the real man, just cool man. Like
no, I know you mean no.
like, brother, me know
Fambo,
say
me
no
not
me
laugh
talk,
at you
brother.
or with you,
Brother,
you know.
me
just
know
sigh.
say, well on brother, me know say no me a talk, but me I tell you say these things are things that we live in a real life and we see things and we know things, and it's not like you know more educated than a man on the panel.
Right.
Imhotep them they are different level than I and I.
No, sir,
and
no, brother. Don't say that.
No, man, the whole away, I read,
Wall away,
man have
the wall
knowledge.
away, man. The wall away on the
Man
same
get
level, man.
a lot of knowledge from some people
Right.
we live the thing in a real life, brother. So this thing can't start with no police and no people, brother. This thing have to start from the leaders of the country, the upper echelon. Them these people
I
have to want
agree.
to see them things stop.
Hold on, me not cut you, but why they did that? Them have to run away. Explain for that to people who don't know like myself.
Any man name call have to come in, and every man with them name call did have to go in. Everybody start behave themselves, brother. I mean, I ask you things that
I'm scared. Let me
run
show you
and
the
ball
reality as
and
well
dead.
too. Let me show you the reality as well too. In a real life, you see, in the garrison era, you see when police and soldiers are stepping, you see any male where they in the community, them are detain them or beat them up or bat them up or something in a real life. When I drop an operation, brother, any male where look like all 16, 17, 18, them are gonna say, yo, where your name, where you come from, whatever, stay here, so whatever. And them go through.
The man say, any man name call have a report within 10 days, you're dead.
And member say, no, roll it. Member say, you have enough man too. We get warning, say, anytime me a come, yeah, me a come for you. And
brother,
that one too.
Man. We are
remember
real
that?
man, real top man in the thing where have control of many things. And when them name call, them have to go in a bar like baby. And beg. See them things.
But the country can't run from badness.
Thank you very much, sir.
Well, I agree. But
Scara,
we all agree on that, though, you know. We all agree on that, you know.
Put on them foot and say, rare, in that particular time, the 2011, brother, 2010, 2011, me see the place get calm. Because the government, Bruce Golden did say, boy, yeah, it have to stop.
Yeah, but remember, say Mountain View was always a hot spot to the Drake's Road man.
I don't know Mountain View alone, brother.
Yeah, man, I know, man, but what I'm saying, Drake's Road man, them was always some hothead man too. So here go on now. More than them lock off. Remember the man, them lock off all Mountain View man at the middle of the road that take on Renita them in a brother. Remember the time there?
I think them enough, brother.
Right. So I show you say that you know, yeah, man, them places there, you have the criminals them there. Yeah, we know say you have the criminals in these areas. You have the Batman in these areas. But who is willing to say evil crime stop? Crime stop is there, you know. Somebody can easily go inform because they know who kill who, you know, and get that money there, you know. But guess what going on now? The whole family have to run away. And anyway, they catch them family, you know that a dirt.
The system, politician, them and the system know everything what go on, brother, until them ready for it stop and them ready for it clean up, brother. It never stop.
True, because them know the dance them. Them know all the dance them.
Remember saying they know all the dance them. Every 5 years them give we if you can hold them accountable, in brother.
Right. Remember say every done is known by the member of parliament.
Everyone.
Them can't we know that.
Question for the panel. Can you buy a soldier uniform and a police uniform in Jamaica?
No. It's
You
not
know, I get the
legal.
real
It's not
one, but I
legal.
think
It's
you
not
can, you
What?
legal.
maybe
Well,
can get some fear.
Yeah.
so how did they rob a Western Union wearing them clothes today? Or was it today or yesterday?
I think it was the other day, but
Brother,
it
when
went
she
viral
soldier get
yesterday.
old
It went
with
viral yesterday, but I think it happened Saturday or Friday. One of them.
she soldier get old
So
with van load of jugs, military van full of jugs. And I'm
so
Right.
afraid
at that time I saw that them their problem, and I'm just a bad
Yeah,
man alone.
corruption
I
that's
like
scary.
if
Corruption that's scary.
may
Remember
I
one
say and
police?
I just
Remember the police were in the wall? For Mountain View,
oh,
down a
no
thing
no
man,
beside the road.
Monster Road,
me,
brother. I say
We
we
with
me
with
need
with,
understand.
with
government, brother.
about 20 tall up, and then sitting there.
Yeah, but me
Oh,
understand all that. What me I try to say is still,
corruption, brother, corruption,
yeah,
corruption.
and then the the government's not doing nothing about it because they don't make no strict rules for them. So if they do their thing, they're caught doing them thing there. There's a penalty. There's
Remember,
nothing that you ever hear them
remember,
come out and
watch this,
say.
Scara. Not to cut it, but watch this now. Remember, one of the top man them in the with black man them man. No, he might the soldier.
Mm-hmm.
No, he might the
See that?
soldier.
A long time soldier train people. We
I
can't
See
will
get
that?
no
ask them.
fight
Hold
them
on,
thing
man.
no
Me
more.
not
Hold on,
even
man.
know
Hold
that,
on, man.
Timothy. Me not know that.
Remember saying a rollist. You have enough ghetto youths who turn soldier too in a real life, You get
Mm-hmm.
what me I say?
All the while,
And
you
you
get
don't
the
know you
youth
got
on
them
police
still
and
link with
soldier,
them
and a
place.
rich man people not on police and soldier.
Right, appear ghetto
And
youths at on police and soldier.
but Timothy, don't forget to say that same get you the town soldier was groomed by the Dan, sent to school by the Dan.
Not
Not necessarily
everybody,
though.
brother.
No, that's a
Not
talking
everybody,
point though.
brother.
No,
That you have to
not
get, you have
necessarily.
to
No.
understand. That, brother, you have people in I get to them are rich, brother.
We
Not
know that. We're
necessarily,
not
but them can still
when
at
we are
illegal school,
speak
man.
when we are speak, we don't say everybody.
Enough of them get to them, them
And
broke,
not
brother,
everybody out
and I
there do them thing,
understand
you
the
know.
thing there. And not everyone of them make money, brother.
But what me I
That's
say
why we know
still, and
say,
not
that's why we
everybody out
know
there do
say,
them thing, yeah.
All right,
that's
but
why we
Mr.
know
Dory.
say big man is
Hold
behind
on.
a lot of things we are going.
All right, let me
Because
give
enough of
Dory a
the
piece
youth
of the
them we
mic
have
there,
tall up in a
family.
real life, them can't buy one of them.
All right, let me give Dory a piece of the mic there because you don't know it go.
No, bless up, everybody.
Bless up, Lord.
Bless up, Dory. Where you
The,
going?
the, the, the
Bless
thing when
up.
me hear somebody allude to it just now is that you have to understand, say, the police and the JDF is selected from the population. You understand? So, we own Jamaican people, they get into power and do this thing. So, what you know? They talk to an inspector Saturday, right? We were at a place. And when me see a youth come up, me they watch the youth and me step back and I watch him, man, bleach out like nothing. That man is a new police officer, New police officer come our place to do some training. So these are the things I talk to the inspector and the inspector tell me, say, what happened now? The high ranking people in Kingston, them just send out orders in the police force and I do some things without knowing what happen on the ground. So therefore the man them say they can't even fight crime. Case in point, the man tell me, say, boy, I'm planning an operation, right? And in map out the area where him want go into and doing thing. The authorities tell him say no, he need to map the area and plot 4 points. Same man I say, brother, you have certain parishes and certain areas with a shape like that. So if me a cardinal of a place to do a search, it don't have an irregular shape. Them a tell the man say no, this them want. The man do it, send it go give him. When you look, you can't cardinal of the place the proper way. So you have to understand, so there is also internal things where they prevent the man them from fight crime. The man say even talk to a recruit or some new people coming, them quicker figure the higher ups wrong than for reprimand the new recruits them. So it's like the discipline and everything just go down and down and down and down. If you realize police are upon police their work and they on TikTok and the beer things and that kind of thing,
Right.
instead
But
of they
Dory,
focus on them jobs.
you remember the Ranko gang?
Yeah man.
Where they then said don't Clarendon no pay police them there, brother?
Peer
And
police.
them did I
And
rob, them did I kill, them did I extort and I do everything.
no, but here's the next problem with the inspector they are telling about as well. So he was saying that he's been in the force, and yes, he was promoted and going through. You're sure Invest come and him talk about that already, and show me, how him do and him get promoted through the ranks. So what happened now, he said that you have some man working at the force, brother. 10, 15 years. Remember, say enough of them man join from them at 19, right? Them live with them parents. Two them get a woman, two them get a pitney. And this man in your force from 19 till him 29 don't get a single promotion. There's no proper criteria within the JCF of how you go. It is so vague. Okay, pass the exam when a time for them and get recommendation, but there's no strategic step. There's nothing laid out to say, okay, do this, do that, and you'll be qualified for a promotion. So what happened now? The man at 29, 30, 35, in the force so long, still a corporal. What you think him go start do? Bills everything up up, him start hustle. If him top 10 man for the day, he get a 50 grand, he get 50 grand for the day. I saw him doing thing, brother. Because at the end of the day, everybody wants a proper standard of living. So as so comes now the hustling and the corruption, I mean, I know, as you grow up as them tell you when you're youth. A small light on big light. So when I want to
That's a
take a
part of the
5,000,
problem too. When I cut off brother, but so that's a part of the problem too we are facing, Nobody now hold accountable because it's not nobody fault for him even have a job we can't maintain him like a film fault that. So if a guy feel like say a guy have to come out a road for come do illicit things for maintain film life for him want to live. That's wrong to brother.
Right.
That's why we often say people have to hold accountable, brother, until we reach this so and it can't start from not if we even start it down a one liquor constable or one liquor man where I get underpaid still in a real life that's still kind of sad away still, you see me? So we have to,
no, but
I don't know how it have happen, brother.
Me
no,
ask
but
one question there.
that is the same problem with the side of Emote. You see,
Yeah.
that is a systematic problem,
Facts.
created by the JCF, It is
Facts.
comparable to a systematic problem in the
I
ghetto.
have
So
remember
what
say
I'm
the
saying is that
JCF
I am not
have a
saying that
leader
he's
to do.
correct.
Remember say the JCF have leader to win so.
All right,
Yeah,
me go ask
Thing
one
that's
question there
crazy,
real quick
brother.
there. Me just big up the people, 38 people in the building. Yeah, man, enough respect as always. Please remember for us hit a like, yeah, man, on your way in. Yeah, man, so we can get fully active on the algorithm. And if you're new to the channel, yeah, man, please feel free to subscribe as well. The link is also pinned. The StreamYard link is pinned. So you can hit the link and join the panel and engage in the conversation. But let me ask this question though. Have we ever seen any happy police officers? Because I am convinced that the JCF, right? These officers are overworked. These officers are underpaid. These officers are stressed out, right? And as such, you are gonna have even these kind of social engagements with these areas when them shouldn't the government, the powers that be should be trying their best to say, all right, let's have more police youth clubs. Let's just have more police engagement because we see where the JCF have them banned and when them ready them going to certain areas and go play. You get what me I say? And people will dead there and whatever. Yes, do that more often. Not
Yeah,
only
but
just the confrontation part, but me feel say in reality, the police officers are under-equipped, overworked, and underpaid, and
So,
stressed out.
Imata, may I have a
but
question?
who says they are
May I have,
overworked?
what
No,
I
but it's a
beg
question
talk
him
then?
asking us, Cara. So we have to.
Yeah, well, hold on. I know it's a question he asked, but more ask him another answer his question with a question. Have the police like force ever go on a strike and demand more money?
Yes,
Of
yes,
course.
they
Because
threatened
because
last couple months ago before the politicians raised their own,
okay,
they negotiated with the police and
okay,
crafted
so that's
right,
fine.
and then take a big pay raise.
Okay, perfect. That's fine. They're
Yes, they
making
have.
the right decision because I understand their police work is very important to the country, right?
Right.
Very. They should get paid quite honest, like handsomely for what they're doing. But to come and say you're tired, me not buy that excuse because I have a hard job. I'm tired every day, but me not go
No,
out and go rob and
but
thief.
I'm
But what
scared.
if I tell
But
you that
scared.
most
Yeah.
police work
Continue.
3 days a week? What if I
No,
tell you say
no,
a lot of
I
police
get it,
work
but
3 days a
we
week?
can't say that we can't say they're tired and they're this and they're that because
But Dory, remember as well, right? If it's a certain area, right, or a certain division that is not that crime infested, is less work. You see certain divisions, brother. You see West Kingston. You get what me I say? Division, crime infested, police them busy. Yes, when curfew drop, brother, curfew drop straight through the night. Yes, when Zosa drop for days. So police are work all overtime Soldier work overtime, brother. Police stand up on them foot for 8 hours for the day or more. Soldier do the same thing when a Zoso
No,
or SOD.
we get it. We
So I'm
understand that,
saying they
Imate. We
are
get
they
it.
are overworked in a lot of areas. I'm not
Yes,
saying
they
in
are.
all of them, but in some that are crime infested, yes, they are overworked.
But at the end of the day, you know, you guys sign up for that job. You know, protest those things and get more. You know, they make the government figure out a way to get more officers. You know, so you guys are not working that
Right.
much
I remember
No, no,
because
Elon
but hold
invest.
on, man. That is the
Yeah.
problem with that is the problem with the force right now. That is the problem with that the force is facing. It's about finding the new recruits and where they are getting the recruits from. That is why they are making so much exceptions to the rule, and that is why the quality of the force is dropping. Because at the end of the day, you're gonna need the bodies to fill it. So you just fill it. You see man bleach out from now till thy kingdom come. Woman
Yeah,
bleach out
but
till
Hey,
thy
Dory,
kingdom come.
but
brother,
Dory,
Put
Dory,
them
did
in
this
you
the
is the
know?
police force.
problem.
No, but Dory, did you know that, right? In recent years, the JCF has been on a drive to recruit a lot of college graduates. So you realize a lot more college graduates are joining the force. Me not go say them a constable where I go downtown, go walk up and down. You get me? I say no, but they are joining the force in certain capacities. So they are on a drive because
yeah,
what they realized throughout the history of the police force, it was always the poor and the illiterate who saw joining the police or the military as a better way of life. You get me? I said that was
be- be-
always the case.
And the facts are
because
life, you
Rich
know.
according
people not
to
join the
The
police
fact
force and the military like that.
the
They don't.
facts are
according
life,
to
you know.
Andrew Holness today too, but according to Andrew Holness, the police force is top of the line. So we don't see where we
Listen,
have
And the facts are
shortage
life,
of
majority
you
of
know.
the
Because
officer.
supervisors.
even in a university, poor people you get a youth in the same way. So you know, it just that I must say, brother, leadership our problem, brother. And not like it's not Andrew the only leader, brother. Like all of these people in a politics, in a parliament, everybody will literally win them seat. They are leaders, brother.
No, but
All of them are
honestly,
leaders.
for me,
Or you strong are
this
the
is
leader for the police force, brother. Like,
no, but
you know,
this is not even a politician issue. Sorry for cutting you off, but this is not
it's
even
a
a politician
leadership
issue
issue, brother.
for me.
It's a
Because here what
leadership
is
issue, and we have to
Yeah, but make him
separate.
finish the
We have to
release. Make him.
separate. Hold on,
Yeah.
Imhotep. We have to separate politics from government, brother. And that's with Jamaican problem. We don't know the difference between politics and government, brother.
But
Who are
I
lead
would say
in the time of
no, but
process,
but
brother.
but Rollis, politics and government are interconnected,
Of course
interrelated.
it is,
You're right.
but
But
it
me
but
hear
we still
Doria
have
say
to.
so. At least I
All right.
mean, if Doria say something and it's pertain to you, yeah, man, both of you can pass the ball and until you know finish up, you know.
yeah. So here's my biggest problem, right? I'm not even talking about even Dr. Chang and whatever. My biggest issue is that the police commissioner should never ever be a political seat where in which they are placed in depending on which party go in. Because if
Right.
PNP win, them go change. What we need is a police commissioner who come forth with their crime plan. Because here no, we don't expect Andrew Holness to be no and even Dr. Chang to be no expert crime
Right.
fighters, you know. You
Right.
understand? These people are politicians and supposed to act as leaders, facilitators, and you know how a general manager work within a company or a CEO. So
Right.
you have to have experts. So if you have the police commissioner, they are the ones that should come forth with their crime plan, present it to the people. So you have like 3, 4, 5 somebody apply for the post, them interview them, come with them crime plan to the country, and then we vote who we want in. Because
And
this is one of the biggest problems because a man come in, he might take my friend, him say, all right, he might take, we go take the position. And then what we see? This man to me, this man need to resign, because
What is
obviously he
crazy,
can't do it.
Dory, you know
he's a
what's crazy?
failure.
Let me show you what's crazy, Dory. This man, the present commissioner, right? Major General, let me give him rank, Major General Anthony Anderson, right? He
Huh.
was he was a chief of staff, not true.
Yeah.
So the most senior military person, apart from you don't know it, then say the prime minister, the minister
Yeah,
of
commander in
defense.
chief.
No, well, the minister of
Well,
defense.
yeah,
No,
America that.
the
Yeah.
governor general, the commander in chief in our still. But yeah, the prime minister, the minister of defense. So you don't know that go at the most senior position that. But I say that to say this. This is a man that had the highest ranking in the military and held the highest positions. You get what I say?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
so what was it? What was his
and what I'm
experience
saying,
about?
not to say highest ranking because you don't know it go. You have lieutenant
And
general and all this thing there.
who is his
But
boss, Imhotep?
but he is more qualified than Andrew Oles, Andrew Chang, everybody in that place there.
That's why I know saying
Present a
corrupt.
crime plan.
That's
And
why I
up
know
until
saying
now,
corrupt.
in the present a crime plan up to now. So
No,
at
no,
him
but
the
he
finger must
And
start
him a
fine pan
puppet.
too.
No, but here's the problem now, right? I also hear him out grumble and grumble under the quiet, and this is what happens when your job is beholden to the politician that put you in, right? Me hear him say certain things about the law, but it's like about tiptoe. Big man, you're the police commissioner, yeah, the commissioner of police, right? You need to come out and say to the country, say, listen to me. I am sick of my officers locking up people, doing everything, and yet the laws, them let out criminal pan bail. We're tired of not working with the DPP, so we know the chain of evidence, so things don't get thrown upon technicality. Do you guys know how many cases get thrown upon technicality in Jamaica? Because the DPP and the police are not working hand in hand. Man, I get wrong charge, chain of evidence, you can't find this. Man writes say, man did in a blue shirt, when the actual witness statement say, he did in a red shirt. These are the stupidness we cause certain man to get legal road.
They get 5 seconds, brother. If you supposed to give him a marks, what will you give him?
No man, he not deserve nothing more than a 3 in my eyes.
And does he
not
have a
change nothing.
boss? Does he have a boss?
Yeah. Him boss will like him and let him go. And then no,
And
here's
does
why
his boss
him
have a
boss not let him
boss?
go. Yeah,
Does
but
his
here's why him
boss
boss
have
not
a
let him go.
boss?
Yeah, man, we get what you're saying, you know. But you know why him boss not let him go as well? Because here what? If him boss let him go, what is he admitting?
You know what me that like Jamaica people for try still. All of we as Jamaican, matter where over there. We feel we for try a way for get word to the king, because I feel the governor general is a big failure.
But the country is divided, so how are you going to do that?
The governor general is the most powerful man in the island, brother.
Yeah, but Jamaica is divided. Jamaica is not one enough.
You said the governor general is
When Labour right is in power, all I Labour right then deaf and dumb and blind, and only PNP can see and hear. When PNP is in power, them deaf, dumb and blind, only Labour right can see and hear.
That is what the government really wants still, brother.
So
divide and rule,
then
so them
never gonna come together.
We even play a part in the government
from I know this
standing
governor
type.
general.
So you never know that.
That even
The
said
governor general
that
the
even
most
said
powerful
no, me I say from me know him
read
and
the
him in power, brother.
Constitution.
What's that about the governor general?
He's the most powerful
No,
man, brother.
Oh, you mean in Jamaica?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
no, in a row, and you think you misunderstand me. I say, I'm not
No,
saying
I
his
understand you,
position is
brother.
not, I am saying
Understand
he
what
is
you're saying,
not.
brother, but when me I try to just show you that all of them have a boss.
No,
And until we can come
hold
up
on,
with an
but
idea where we can hold these people
but
accountable, brother.
but
Because remember
Dory.
the problem, when I cut you off, Imhotep,
Yeah.
this problem does not start with Andrew Holness, brother.
Right. It's a cause and effect scenario, but just to respond
In a
to
real life,
Governor
brother, we
General
can go back.
conversation, though,
We can
Dory.
go back. We can
Right?
go back to
Yes, Dory.
like
As it relates to the Governor General, right? There's only one person in Jamaica that can sign the SOE.
facts.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that right, this
Right,
man is
and that's
not
the Governor
acting.
General.
This man is not acting independent, right? He's not act off of him own mind to what me can
That's
see.
why I say we
Well,
need
I
we
mean,
as a
he
Jamaican.
represents the Queen, so I remember as well too. He acts on behalf of the advice of the
And the
Chief
Queen
of
is no
Staff of
more,
the
brother. It's the
military
king we are
and
dealing
the
now.
Commissioner of Police and them something there. So that them say. But at the end of the day, he's the only one who can really sign off on a SOE.
Yeah, but here is to me that is just a head figure, because at no point in time do you ever hear this man come out and say anything about the crime and say anything, say me if you get under control or anything. All him do, him just sign SOE when they need it.
Right, that's his role. His role is not really for really come out like
Govern.
that.
The
Still,
role is not really
yeah,
for
his
govern.
role is
No,
we understand it's a ceremonial role, We get that, But at the same time, you don't know he have the authority because he represent the king. You
no, but
understand what I say?
the king is the same thing, but the king applies pressure when necessary to have changes made.
Yeah, but there's a difference between a king and a governor general. So you don't know it go. You get what I say? Because the king can just, deal with things quick and fast and royal decree and this and that and whatever. The governor general have to work on behalf of the king and whatever. And
Yeah, but
certain things
you
them
know,
go
say royal
consult the
decree or
king.
some way nobody now go really use nowadays. You understand? Them more to apply call a man to them office and apply pressure to a man and
Well,
get change. So
well,
my thing is
well,
that
what
why
if
them
now?
can't do that?
Well, in a Saudi Arabia still, yeah, man, them have royal decree, you know?
No man, you know, so that a different
Right, right, right.
different
And
thing from the
that's
West. That.
that's a law. You get me? So nobody can touch that. But when it comes
No man,
down
that
to the,
different thing in the
but
Middle
I
East.
do understand that the governor general plays a ceremonial role, and the responsibility as it relates to crime. Yeah, man, it should focus on the commissioner of police because right now he is the most qualified person based on where them I tell we. In that the post there right now,
And the
he is
minister,
major
bro. We
general in the
can't leave out the
military, was
minister,
chief of
brother.
staff and all them something there. So what go on now? Why him clueless now? So at that the man they did I run Jamaica's military. If him clueless now where him can't even present a crime plan. And then man that gets so much money. So he was getting more money than even enough
I
politicians do.
miss Kitty did ask
Yeah
him
man.
something about the force and him say I'm blessed.
No, me I tell you so that's right. This man look him just clueless. The only thing him do, whenever Andrew honest them and make them
Collect a
announcement,
bag of
him just
money.
stand up.
Yeah, and
He's clueless.
when a ceremony
And I
time,
get
he
about
show up on
20,
a
I was
ceremony
about
time.
$25 million
Right,
when I
or
get
if
brother.
certain areas, you see him just walk.
Thing
He walk through the areas, them some
crazy.
photo ops.
Thing crazy, brother. Trust me, like,
No,
why
but
would then out I got
here's
fix?
my biggest thing on the crime, right? As me say, these things are changes where no politician want to write in a law and all kind of things. Because as me say, they need to move the commissioner of police, even the DPP, all of these people, brother. These people cannot just be there forever.
Right,
Just
right, right.
ever for years upon years upon years. And when Paul and Lewin have that the job there, brother. And if you
You have
check
to
our
ask
record
Mike,
and
you know
check what
that.
are going, things need to change, brother. We cannot have
Right,
these people
true.
over and over and over. If
Facts.
you check
True.
America,
Facts.
them DA and them state attorney, all them things that change over time, brother. Worse if you not perform, you need to pull your record, see how much sitting there, there is no accountability nowhere. And the thing is, nobody want to put these things nobody want these things to be gazetted because at the end of the day, everybody can do what they want. And that is why it will always remain. That is why I don't care how people attack. Both JLP and PNP, like when the incumbent can call the election whenever they feel like. So none of them, not one of them will ever change it, and they're not going to change not more than term limits. They are not going
Right.
to
Exactly.
because it
That's
works in their benefit.
Young, the man of my
All
run,
of that is
brother.
mode service.
yeah,
Mode
Young, the
service.
whole of
yeah.
the man of my run are from me. I lick youth follow the minister, you know. I'm a big
Yeah,
man
man.
now.
Yeah,
They're
man, but
both of them have the same
remember
agenda.
the Shaw and Samuda them too. Remember, if I'm a little boy, Samuda control over the party too, brother.
Eh?
But look on
A 20
Samuda, the
and
man look like him
Joke,
soon drop
all
out,
them
brother.
something a joke.
listen me
The man soon like him
listen
soon drop out.
as young as Andrew Wallace is, right? Yeah, man, say about I think
We are
about
early
20
2000,
years now,
brother.
more than 20 years I'm in a politics for now,
Early
Yeah, man,
2000,
a
about
And
2000.
watch for
good while.
Warmington. Look for Warmington. Mr. Warmington, for one video, I say what? At 54 years, all my 54 years in the politics, I have never had to do this, come out of my vehicle and walk go to the stadium. And everybody get money. So, me not understand why I make a bag of nice about the crowd. We see the people that gamble out all the money where they get. Pay $5,000, play bingo and them something there. But we know these things, so I don't
Sure.
like to nothing new to it. We know so everybody get money because even night before, the Saturday night live that I did, I spoke about everybody getting the money. And
Yeah,
this
yeah.
conference idea, we see everybody with the 5,000 and them a play bingo and a gamble.
In the real life, Andrew
No,
them full
Right.
of money still, you know.
what I'm saying is that you see, and me not say him was the best prime minister or whatever. But you remember how regular Bruce Pulley used to come out and talk to the nation. And to
Yes, I
me, it
respected that.
was yeah, and to me, he was one of the few prime ministers who painted the actual real picture of what was happening in the country and what the country need.
I
But we never
respected
want
that
to hear them
because,
thing there.
yeah, because he had a program called Jamaica House, right? Where people could call in and ask him questions and whatever, whatever. Yeah, I really, really respected that. You get what I say? Because at least it shows that he was willing to engage with the common man, so to speak. You get what me I say? But it look like, listen to me, you see Andrew Wallace afraid, man. He afraid of people, man. Not
Man,
real life,
feel,
man.
brother.
Him afraid to, man. Because him knows
Feel,
that here
man,
go
just
on
a
now.
colossal failure, brother.
All right, the difference now, as well, more people, there's more awareness. More people will see certain things and know say here go and that wrong. More people will see say, notice, at yesterday's conference, he mentioned this Samoa deal, and him say, yeah, man, I think there are good economics benefits of the Samoa
Yeah, but
deal. But the moral part, him not talk about it. You get what I
Me
say?
have not cut you off.
The
You
reason
talk
why
about
the
yesterday
pampas him not
conference.
mention it.
I when him did down a watch it. Remember, so a couple of weeks ago, him did somewhere sentence, man. And me hear the man say, I'm going to build a market, man, for 100 billion, brother.
Oh, no, I think I 1 billion. I 1 billion for fix up the market. 1
what kind of
billion.
market that?
That me want what I know to
Well, if I even
renovate,
1 billion.
To renovate,
Remember, said the market still cost more than even the house them when wife I build right now, brother. Like, seriously.
The man say renovate, brother, and what's this, Dory? You know the Jamaican market, them, brother. Them market they built about 30 years ago, 40 years ago, so it's like a small market. And you need $1 billion for renovate, for do renovation. You should build a new market.
You see some house in Jamaica, some big old ugly mansion in Jamaica will not cost $1 billion. So
true,
me
man.
want to know what exactly him a build down there. So
build a hospital for them.
no, but all right. Here what disgusts me.
No.
Here what disgusts me all the while, right?
Yeah,
There is no the
crazy,
oversight,
dog.
financial oversight in Jamaica is the poorest thing. Yo, as rainfall in Jamaica, you hear say $800 million in damages. How would they assess them and say, yeah?
Oh, you're talking about
Who are the
that, Dory.
validators?
I'm happy you mentioned that because Andrew Wallace was smart in his speech yesterday too when him say, under his administration, right, within the last 7 years, they have never had to borrow any money as a result of natural disasters. So what he's saying that his administration has always been prepared, right, fiscally for natural disasters. But it begs the question, which natural disaster Jamaica get within the last 7 years?
No,
I
but
mean,
I
I
mean,
talk about
since
liquor
since
rain.
since
Me
since
not talk about
Gilbert,
liquor
we don't face
rainfall
nothing
and the road
serious.
them. Me
But
not talk about liquor
the
rainfall,
liquor rainfall create a whole heap of damage to brother.
Yeah, I get that in
Go
a brother, but we're talking about natural disasters. Yes, there are damages in a brother. But we are talking about like just like
no go on.
2007.
No go on.
2007 we can say they're down at 80 what? Must be hundreds of thousands dead in a real life. The
Last
whole
thing I
place
get
mash
now
up.
was
No,
Ivan,
but
brother.
even 2004, Ivan, that was nothing, bro.
Right, but at
That
least
was nothing.
that was no, but that one,
You do a whole heap of
that
damage
one
now.
was that one was a natural disaster. You
No,
get what
no,
I
man.
say?
All right. Well, I know. You
Yeah.
see, when we talk about the scope and scale, we have to understand what other countries they go through
No,
and
I
Yeah,
what we
agree.
they
facts.
go
I
through,
agree,
Facts.
I
right?
agree.
But remember,
But
So,
so
it's
really I
also
talk
the
about Jamaica
magnitude of it
still.
still.
Like what really happened in
no,
Jamaica within the
all right.
last 7 years.
Yeah,
But you know
yeah,
what me
that
get
would
for
have
real,
asked Andrew
you
Wallace
know what
now.
me get for realize with Jamaica is that a lot of the places where see damages, they were already damaged, and
True,
were not
Facts.
fixed. So what
true.
happened now, as soon as the little rain come, it look like the worst.
Facts. But that's why I even
True.
say, to be fair, where I say in a real life still, it's not like the problem start with Andrew. This thing is a problem from the man them get the country for run, brother, is a problem. And the man them not have no reason, especially in this time where millions of dollars are flow. The man them not have no reason to can't do better, brother. Like when it gonna stop, dog, like seriously, when is it going to stop?
As
No,
you say in the family, you said the right word, accountability, Enter we start
Exactly.
hold them accountable, yeah man, then we can start to change this. But as long
That's
as
the
we are
problem, brother.
as long as we the people remain docile, you get what I say? Yeah
And
man,
love
them are gonna
party, cause
always
that
feel
them
like a
want.
fiddle still.
Problem
And
are
that's
with the
why it goes still.
government, brother. The problem is not with the party, The
no,
problem is with
but to me,
government, and
Accountability
honestly,
then the
is the problem.
really and
people's of.
truly, I think we need a leader who does not care about the power. Because here, you see, as far as me see it, brother, the people them go be docile until thy kingdom come. Because me grew up going here, my granny them a talk about this. My father them a talk about this, and now me come and talk about this, brother. The people will remain the people. Nothing not change.
Facts.
They not get no wiser.
Facts.
What we need is somebody who, if you're going to power, who actually care about it. Yo, me said me watch my TV the other day, I'm going to go run me fist through it, you know. When
So
Andrew
like
Wallace
Mark
come and
Golden,
when Andrew Wallace come and a ball and I come tell me about him go to bed with cramp and in mind and I'm gonna keep on fake tears. Me go, oh, I mash up my TV, you know, brother, because I know that you don't care. Because you sit down in your big house up where there and one on the Iraq and one on the
Real
picking
life,
and
and that's
dead,
why
brother.
we don't have no more Paul Bogle and Nanny brother and the brothers and they murder if them find out.
yo,
No, no, the
So
picking and dead, so we
the
just give and
struggle
do the thing,
real, you
go
know,
through the
brother.
level, brother.
Yes,
Doris,
really, the
so
struggle
like a
real,
Mark
boy.
Golden
Yeah.
and the leader, man.
No, but
So like,
you see what my problem with Mark Golding. Mark Golding, yo, me just I say, just come, all right, Mr. PNP do a thing now. Them come out and put out, oh, we think that the thing, the threshold should be moved to $150 instead of $100. Brother, you make yourself look stupid. Come on, man, hit the people and on the issues that matter. You can't just follow back a JLP and come out come do them things there. Their main issue is that the country is
No, we have to
suffering
remember,
from
say,
a crime
that
problem.
him talk first, still in a brother. So it's not like a him. Remember, said that way him suggest first.
Yeah,
And
I
then them just
understand
come
that.
spin him
But
thing
what
and
you're
lower it same way. So
you
you have to
cannot
just
win him like that.
understand the craft, right? So
And
same
you
way.
Yeah,
no,
but that's
but the man craft him
piggybacking
already,
though.
so you can't
Yeah,
exactly.
I'm
Cause
piggybacking
the
that,
man
brother.
craft him already, so you know make no sense. You
No, the
even go back
craft him.
down there, so
Remember, say,
No, the man
Mark
done craft
first
him.
said that,
No, the
brother.
man done craft him.
no,
And Nigel craft him and said that him increase
Nigel
from
craft him,
50 to
so you no need to
100
touch
Yeah,
back
but
that
that
brother.
him
and from
first say
500
it, so
to
it's not like
1,000.
Nigel
you know,
craft him.
Well, hold
Boy,
on,
Nigel
hold
Rowan,
on,
just
man.
that's how we say Rowan.
Rowan,
Boy.
hold on,
no,
man.
man.
Seriously.
understand, just like how when Damian Crawford did say, I'll give the people them some goat. Now you hear them come and say them I'll give a goat to brother. Like, you have to understand our politicking in a brother.
So brother, what you
Yeah,
say,
And
but
that's how
in
Mark
the
you
Golden?
context, I went Nigel Clark do still. Yeah, Nigel
But a
Clark
Mark
craft him.
first say it, a
So,
Mark first idea.
well on the man, but well on the man. But who implement it now?
But still we
No,
can't go
That
from
no,
the
is what
no,
fact
no,
matters,
say
you know.
no.
we
No,
still
if you
can't say
No, but who in the
boy
power and well on the man who have the power to implement it, them have the upper hand. Not
facts
true.
and I agree with you.
Right.
But
So
still
Nigel
we
Clark
can't just
implement it
make it
now.
look like say and Nigel did say it and then
Yeah, but Mark
yes,
Golden
sir.
not get the
Mark
credit
say
for
it
that,
after.
bro.
You,
Mark
you,
No,
say
hold
you
it
know
on.
what you
first.
know
Go,
what you
Mark,
would have done.
all Mark had to do was say, yo, we made a proposal, a superior proposal.
But
Mm,
that's what Mark the
Argument.
first.
no,
Yeah.
he did say that no, him said that's a 150 it must go. Not
No,
50.
no, no. He's saying that's
But
where it should
still
go, but he
first I
should
him
say,
say it. So the politicking, so man I gotta just take him thing and just lower it and make it look like it's a boom cause
yeah,
them have the power.
And
Yeah,
yeah.
and
but
So,
We
that is
can't we
why
can't we can't get it we
Mark
can't
need
say
to relax and
yeah,
keep
Dory
his
is right.
idea until it's time to release a
yeah
manifest and it's
no,
campaign
brother.
in
No,
time.
and
no, 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 Dory. If Mark
and
do
if him
that,
Because
don't do
if
that, people are gonna say Mark nah they not nah say nothing. But
exactly,
Mark is doing and
exactly,
saying, brother. Like
well I
exactly.
know
and but that
what
kind of way, we not really politicking like it's a
But
different skill.
hold on. But the thing is this, you know, right? Even if Mark going forward out and say, oh, it should move from 50 to $1,000. It's just empty words because he's not in a
Yeah,
exactly.
position
yeah,
to even change anything. So
But,
Dory is
yeah.
right. He should have left that alone.
no, no, no. You can't say empty words, brother. He's not in a position to make the changes now, but he has to propose things that will make sense to the electorate. See?
Yeah, but
And
we're
he did,
talking about hold
brother.
on,
So we
man. But
still
we're
can't
talking
say
about
he
Yeah,
did.
yeah,
no, but we're talking about right now. We're talking about the present.
yeah, yeah. So
Nigel
progressiveness,
Clark and the JLP have the power to actually increase it from 50 lot to 100 and from the 500 duty free to 1,000 whatever. They
I have
have
a
the power
question
to
for
do that.
Lalibela. I
mm,
have a question for Lalibela, right? Let us say Mark Golden come up with a phenomenal crime plan December, right? And Andrew Wallace implement it. And from January to September, crime cutting a less than murder, cutting more than half, right? 50% murder drop by. And him call election November. Who you think going?
I mean, all right, for
If you
example,
talk about right now, Andrew, today, dear Andrew.
No, I'm saying
No,
if
me I
Mark
ask if you
Golden come
talk
up with a
about today,
plan,
dear Andrew, like the same Andrew today. If you talk 2016 Andrew, well, 2016 Andrew have a win by landslide, but if you talk to the 2023 Angela, like seriously,
Wait, so
like,
you believe say
with a
if
problem, brother,
Jamaica
trouble
murder
there,
rate
brother,
cut in a half, the
trouble
people
there.
them not go vote for Andrew that you said to me?
No, me not tell you say the people them not go vote for him, but when me I tell you say, if it call today, in a real life, trouble there.
No, but what I'm saying, it's not about whether who will win or not. I'm just saying
No,
to
no,
them
but
that I understand that I
nothing about
understand
who
that as
will
an
win. But me I tell
opposition,
you say, if
you
Andrew
have to say things. Yeah, but remember, say, I know that we are talking
ask
about.
a question, brother, me I answer. So me don't know what you want me to say.
So
No, but
Dory,
Rollis. Hold on. Make Dory and Rollis just sort this out so we can move
No,
forward
it's
because
sort out already because him
no,
ask a question
hold
and
on,
I'm
hold on.
give my
Is
answer,
it
give my
resolved?
opinion. I
Hold on,
say if him
Rollis. Hold on,
talking
man. Rollis, hold on,
2023
family.
Andrew, it
Rollis, hold
lose.
on, family. Hold on.
So
Has
anybody
it
else
been
can pick it
resolved?
up.
Has it been resolved? Dory,
Me
has
not
it
think,
been resolved?
no, because me not think him understand the hypothetical question that I asked. Right? Remember, this whole thing we were stemming from what Mark Gordon is doing and what he's saying. And I'm
Right.
saying that I understand that he has to oppose and put plans forward, but I'm saying also he needs to be strategic about how he go about doing it. So I was asking the question of if he's not strategic and just come out with a crime plan, lay it out, and then
Right.
Andrew use it and cut murder rate in a half, who the
Right.
people them go vote for.
Who are my vote
Even
for,
though
right?
even though he was the one who came up with it. Who
so
you
Good.
think them
Dory,
go vote for?
Them are
Dory,
gonna vote for Andrew unless.
you the
That's
thing
the
them
way
on,
you feel.
you the thing them
What you
on
mean when
this.
me feel? So hold on. So
That's
who
the way
implement
you
it?
feel, but
Who
yo,
implement it? Hold on, man. Listen
yo,
what Dory saying.
brother,
No, no, listen what Dory saying.
that is not the
But
problem,
got to
brother.
Lally Bella. Then I left that one. Then they
Like,
say yeah,
well,
Dory.
I know, that is not the problem, brother. Like, you have to remember, so you deal with Jamaican people, you know, brother. Like, we can't forget the fact that the lockdown them and the thing them are going in that. We don't know how him get over them thing there. And no matter where him come with, like, it's like it a happen to every leader.
Yeah,
I mean, I
but I
know if
mean,
him are gonna be
he
the
won
one,
the
me not think
election though,
him,
right?
eh?
He won the election even during while he was
During,
locking people down.
during.
No,
No,
but he knocked
why
people
did
down
why hold on,
before.
Because, you know
why did
why?
send off? Hold on,
You
a
know
man.
why?
Hold on, a man. What
Hold
I'm
on, you
saying
know
is,
why?
Rollis, hold on, a
People
Rollis, man.
think, people
Rollis,
thought he was going to free up the place.
Rollis. We have to have some decorum, family.
And
You hear me? I
of
say?
course,
Good. Now, what I'm saying is that even during the lockdown, while he was locking down people, the JLP still won that election. So I don't think the lockdown had nothing to do with Andrew unless retaining the leadership in the next
okay.
election. No. People
A
people
man
are gonna
bet
have
to
him
know
up,
where
but
they know.
the same no
Upon
one
Rick
went out.
Channel, I
No
think
one
a Rick
went out
Channel
and
me a
vote
man bet
against
to know,
him.
you know.
Eh?
Upon Rick Channel me a man bet to know, you know, more other thing to the man betting him more. One double the stake, you know, the man say 500 more, put another 500 on it, you know.
All right, well, me a kind
That,
of staying in the real world, you know. So me
you
not
see
go
me,
fear
'cause
it
me
yet,
a
but
tell on you say.
me respond
That,
to a pilgrim post up there because I think this is a very valid statement, but I think it's a talking point as well. So I think it needs to be addressed respectfully, right? How many
every
people
time.
are willing to give up their rights for changes within the higher level of criminality, right? To have a crime plan to have success would mean serious human rights breaches, which would go against JA. Why is it that our rights have to be breached in order for us to have a better or peaceful society? Me no feel
Because
say
that's what they
you can
sell
have
us.
you can have a peaceful society and the rights of the citizens respected as per the constitution too.
But
You can have
remember, no
both.
Imhotep,
So
when
why
the
do you feel like
NIS
say it's either one or the other?
I've
when the
never seen a
NIS
country
wanted to
really.
do what they want to do in America, and sorry that I'm just say this for I say okay, go.
Mm.
When the NIS want to do what they do in America and the CIA, you know what they hide it and roll it up under terrorism and threats to them and all kind of
Right,
things. They
national
roll it
security
up.
and stuff like that,
Yeah,
right?
that's what they roll it up under and sell it to the people and say, yo, we have to spy upon you because and then the hero don't happen now. There always going to be a large percentage of the people who are willing to give up their rights for a peace of mind. Okay, so when you create chaos, brother,
Mm-hmm.
whenever chaos is created, people will willingly give up their rights for an inch of peace. Believe
Real
me.
talk. Real talk.
But
But
wasn't
That,
that Lalibela? Yeah, I get the mic,
yeah,
Wasn't that a tool that was used? Wasn't that called like Hegelian dialectic, right? Where
well,
where I mean fascists use it. We saw Mussolini use it. Just create the problem. You get what me I say? Yeah, man.
Everybody use it.
And at the same time, create a problem because you know you gotta have a reaction and then present a solution. So we see that craft being used by politicians throughout history, all over the place.
Well,
But go to Lalibela.
you won't necessarily feel that as Hegelian dialectics, but I get what you're saying. I don't think you can have crime issues resolved in Jamaica without taking away people's rights. See? You can have, in theory, societies where you have civil obedience without violating rights, but you can't go from what we're in Jamaica right now without taking away the rights of people one way or the other. I don't think you could gracefully reconcile these issues without
I
taking away
agree with
people's
you.
rights.
I agree with you to a lot, because especially human rights violation. Because at some point in time, and I understand, here's the problem now. If I say to you that if I can kill 100 bad man, but 10 innocent go dead, would you take that deal?
It's an ethical question, and I would have to
Depends.
quibble.
You can answer it at any grounds you want to. Would
Yeah,
you
man,
take that deal?
You see, you have to approach it from the perspective. So some people will be, what them call it, collateral damage.
Collateral damage, yeah.
And from that perspective, you can reason it out. And you can really extrapolate and conclude, say, yo, if you're going to 100 man, they're going to solve a lot of problems in the country. It is existential reasons why we're going to do it. And we can be like Henry Kissinger and justify it. See? And even the bitter medicine up front, people got a problem with it. But 10 years later, when them see the results, they must say, yo, that was leadership.
And that is true. And here the problem too. Getting rid of those 100 men, right? Even though 10 innocent might be there. You know how many innocents you might have saved going forward?
Exactly.
Yeah, man, I agree. But just like how we saw in the video, where the policeman at the little schoolboy, them saying he must be 11-year-old or something like that. You get me? I said, dung pan the ground must need a truth or whatever. I did the youth away. Look at youth, 11-year-old. For whatever reasons. But that can't look good. And these are things that we as a society, man, we should not tolerate. Nothing is wrong, Nothing is wrong if I agree with Lalibela. There will be some infringement, just like when them have curfew, say what? Your right suspended. So the freedom of movement, your right to move freely and legally, no, that is suspended doing a SOE or whatever. So yes, those are things that we can tolerate and people should tolerate. You get me? I say, as law-abiding citizens. But there are certain things as well, them have to kind of hold the police and the leadership them accountable. You understand me? I say?
Yeah, well,
And like that kind of behavior with a police with a little 11-year-old, that can't look good. So yes, we support the police, but we have to call them out too. I make them know, say, here go on now. You guys are public servants, and at the end of the day, man, your interaction with a little 11-year-old, man, should reflect that of someone who is there to protect and serve and stuff like that.
Yeah, well, here's my problem too, as a citizen and somebody that live in Jamaica and live in one of the violent parishes, right? I am extremely serious when it comes down to my right as a citizen, and feel that I should be able to go anywhere and not be randomly stopped and questioned by the police, right? I don't think I should give up any of my rights. I don't even think the police should stop me unless they have suspicion that I have committed a crime, right? This is my view. And I know it's hypocritical because at the end of the day, I know that for you to tackle crime, you need more stringent things, So in the balancing
Right.
of how far we can go, depend upon, we have so many different citizens who feel, say, but yeah, some people, all right, so a police will stop a man, and some people will say, yo, why you are racist or whatever the case may be, or why you have an attitude. Just confirm. But then no, me have the belief, listen to me. If you have government oversight and you just conform to anything, then people will take advantage of it, because I believe that absolute power always corrupt.
Right.
Always.
Right.
And that is why I'm not, and that is why even when Lalabella said the other day about the autocratic leadership, I am a big no, because everybody who was a dictator always had good intention. When Hitler was growing up, remember saying he said that he wanted to make Germany great. That's all he wanted as a child.
He did.
Right.
He did. Did for a
I tell you.
moment. So hold on. So if you could be inconvenienced by being pulled over by the cops every so often, and you find that that result in murder going down 10% for 10 years, would it be justified?
I think I would change my mind. As a rational person,
Right,
I
right,
think I
right,
would change my
right.
mind
But
because
you
then
see,
I
the
would
problem
see
is
the
doing now.
results.
But the problem is doing now is that the police have been trampling on the rights of the people for a very long time doing a real life, you know. You
Man,
get
Of
me? I say
man.
just
course.
like what Dory said, you know, yeah, them a pull you over. I tell you if you get out the vehicle, then them all a search up the vehicle. Right? No search warrant, nothing at all. You get me? I say you alone in your vehicle and whatever, and then now you start asking where I get searched for. Then them start to intimidate you and whatever, whatever. You get what
Sometimes
me?
you
I
get
No,
say
a licking at your face.
right and stuff
Or
like
a
that in a real
gunshot.
no, but
life.
man, I stop you ask you where you do for work, where you they go,
Right,
where they
right,
come
right,
from. Where you
right.
mean, brother? If I
Right.
want
I
no
listen.
for
Some
I
me,
little
saw. I
youth,
saw.
I
some
don't answer
little
any
youth
of
at
those
this, you
questions, you
thought
know.
a big man. Cause
No,
see
I
little
don't
youth
answer
think
any of
big
those
man.
questions. If them
Yo, I
want a
saw a
search,
person
Damn.
getting a
me
ticket.
give them
Right.
a search.
Mr. One person get one
And
ticket. Right. Fit in vehicle, and he must do tile work, and him having tile tools in car, and he get a ticket for that because the police have said that him supposed to have must be PPP or some commercial plate pan it or whatever. Just because
right.
man are carrying personal things night, you know.
So the government a pass the law, brother.
You think they easy?
Yeah, that is the problem.
Brother,
But
be
no,
a madness a go on in a
but
done.
one day me have me machine in my car, and the man a go make me know say yo, me can't get a ticket for that.
The
So me I
man
say,
got
so me
two,
laugh.
me say
So
a
me
man
say
a go
yo,
at work with him toolbox and get a ticket. They
no, but me
must
tell him
have
say in a
green plate.
Jamaica, you can't so me know that a joke on him. So me say in a Jamaica, if I lay now give a gun, so what if me can this will protect myself? He must say, boy, you still can't get a ticket and whatever, whatever. So I just pop out me rather ID and give him, and he say, all right, me feel go on. So this is a country where things are just stupid and look how funny enough. You can't go in any hardware go buy 20 machine.
Yeah,
Facts.
And you
And
so
how do you
me say,
transport it?
I me say my daddy, this thing I don't start with this present government. The leader who is leading the country right now, this thing I start from way back even before my born. We can the history is there. You know, these
Real
people
talk.
feel way big time. You know, and the problem is when is it going to stop? Like I don't know the solution. I don't know if I tell nobody how it gonna stop, but I love to get the answer when is this is going to stop? Like these people need to stop.
When we've had enough.
and that's why I tell you, Lalibela, I don't foresee us have enough
Yeah,
anytime
man.
soon.
Yeah, man. I mean, every 5 years, them blame the next party. So people are blame scapegoat scene. So you got this non-stop. I don't see
Well,
this
I mean,
stopping.
it all goes back to again, like we have government, right? Elected officials who are public servants. So therefore, it is incumbent on them to present a crime plan and give us an effective one. We don't want any excuses. That is what they're there for, right? To provide the solutions to the problems of the country.
Facts.
So
You, you
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 see,
know,
can't
solely
say you are in position of power now and you can't give a solution. No. So again, now we have to hold them accountable to that.
the way
no, but
me see
here's
it,
why I know that these people are not serious, right? If I am a general manager of a company or CEO of a company and I call my director of finance and tell him that listen, we are having this financial situation, put pen to paper, tell me the ideas you come up with. And him come back to me and tell me, say, the company need divine intervention, him a go in yard the next day.
yeah, man. If we're serious, politicians will be nervous when them go outside, brother. See?
Yeah. Nervous.
You know, nervous. Whatever, burn down them car, blow up them car, beat them, everything. See? That's where it reach. It's so away, but that's where it really reach. We can't
No,
reason
but
with people no
Lalibela,
reasonable.
check with history. Until there has been an uprising. A uprising mostly bring about change, you know. Let's be real, you
Oh
know,
yeah,
and that is
of
why people
course.
resort to violence at all times, you know.
Yeah,
Because
but
they
the
say,
thing
no,
is,
no, you don't take
if
me
you look at
serious until it's too late.
And
yeah,
the
but
boy
if
will
you
tell
look
you
at even
something.
2011, in 2011, yes, there were peaceful revolutions still, that were
And the boy will
effective,
tell you something.
you know.
Right now, if an uprising ever go on, that Andrew want to change the constitution and they
Right,
can't
and
see
yeah, man,
it.
enough people them are kill, man. Them are just kill everybody, man.
Yeah.
Remember saying that, remember you know, hey,
Time for the
remember the
start
West
of riot.
Kingston?
Yo,
Remember the West Kingston inquiry, brother? Why was
yo.
there a West Kingston inquiry? Why was it that? And that's the reason why I tell you say, it's when they come on to politics here are nasty something because what's this now? During the West Kingston incursion, right? The man then go up at Keith Clark in him. He
Yeah,
Yeah,
man,
out
man.
like the
murder the
soldier
man,
them
brother.
and go kill the
Nigel,
man.
No
Nigel,
soldier
And
go up, they go
who
kill him, man.
yeah, and
Nigel Uncle, no.
who signed the indemnity certificates and gave them?
CM
Peter
commissioner.
Bunting.
And the
Mm-hmm.
And the
commissioner,
man them do that. The man them do that when JLP was in power. It was done under the JLP, right? Bruce Golding was prime minister and had to resign. And JLP, Andrew want to take over. The incursion happened under the JLP. And
yeah.
Peter Bunting assigned the indemnity for the soldiers them under the PNP.
No, but what that show you say? The two
Yeah.
people them in league, brother.
Then that may I show you, brother.
Government,
That can't
brother,
make
come
how
back
that
to the
make sense.
government.
Peter Bunting can't tell you nothing about no crime, brother, in a real life. Peter Bunting
But
can't
in
tell you about no crime.
that time when the case happened, I was the government though.
But that is irrelevant. Because
No,
guess what
but
going
why
now?
did
No,
he
but that
sign it?
just shows so we
They
don't
should
have
have been
one
given. No, but hold on
denominator,
now.
brother.
No,
We have
remember,
two party, but anyway, them turn the government, the man them just wicked against we are just that.
No, but what's this in a family? Remember, they had issued a state of emergency, remember, right? So therefore, the soldiers, yeah man, them can go up there and do what them do. But what me I say, the JLP government could have indemnified them. Or say could have given them certificates that would have absolved them from any responsibility of committing any crimes. And when me I say they didn't do it, and a Peter Bunting signed that we're going in a West Kingston and we're going in with Keith Clark in a real life.
Yeah, but why I'm
A
signing?
a
Remember,
politician
I'm
to
signing to
I
see if
remember
the
say Keith
soldier
Clark
them
was a
still in the brother.
politician to brother.
Now, what I remember say when him signing that, is for save the soldier them too. Like the man them are literally push out the soldier them. Nobody know want act like and them send the soldier them go kill the man.
Yeah, but Peter
Send go
Bunting
kill him.
assigned to something where
Matter
he
what them
never
tell
involved
we.
in that.
Like we what am I tell us? Them send go kill the man, brother. Like we don't know where him involved in about. Like the soldier go kill him.
No,
like,
but
he's the
that
only
is
one.
the problem. I would want to know the package where them give the police, the soldier them as to why this man is a target.
You're not gonna
You
know
understand?
that, brother. But you're gonna know that.
But you see,
But he's a
these are the things that should
politician.
have come out in
Right.
the inquiry.
Of
Because at the
course.
end of the day, what was the point of the inquiry if you're not going to talk? Because them
Right.
go in at the man house, go kill the man, and
But
what
up to know them
intelligence?
attack. I was
But
two different
that mean I say,
governments in at the same time where things happen and nobody still in attack.
but
So
That
when we
West
talk about
Kingston
revolution
inquiry,
still,
Dory,
nobody no get shoot out for the wrong.
Dory,
So it go back to the same accountability, brother. Like
listen me.
when is it
Dory,
going to stop?
that West Kingston inquiry was a farce because what's
and
this
I watch
now?
most of it, man,
What's this
stupid.
now? This was a security operation. So now them plan to investigate the operations of the security forces. And guess what, go on? Who will give them all the information to investigate them? The same people them. The
Exactly.
No, but
security forces.
well, I know Imhotep, that is fine. I have no problem with the security forces giving them the information. You know what I had a problem with upon watching the inquiry, and I
That's a
encourage
conflict of
anybody to
interest.
go and watch it back. No, I understand. But here's what now. You can get information, But you know what I had a problem with? The questions that they ask. Because
Right.
if you read certain things, you can poke holes in all of these things. But here we now, me realize when I watch it, me realize are the citizens them from Tivoli, are them twist up and ask them questions and confuse them. Because you have to understand, when lawyer they ask the questions and then don't point rapid fire, and I put the
Right.
poor people them under pressure. That is when the people them start crack. Say things where them never want to say or whatever, or say it away, then the lawyer interpret it the next way, and then I bring it forth like that the person say. They twist them words. That's what the inquiry
Right.
was all about.
Right. True. Nothing more.
And you must
Nothing
right.
more. Nothing more.
So I
But we
understand
know
the conflict of interest, but if you read the report, you can poke hole in the report and ask them and
right.
say,
I
okay then.
remember saying, brother, a whole heap of even human rights group go down there, go interview the people them too, You can't stay there.
Yeah,
A
man.
whole heap of things go on there, brother.
Think a simple thing go on.
That me I tell you. So, you
Well,
know, I
it's
just,
stay a rock fort and here and the man them fire something down at that, you know.
I
That,
mean, listen
you
me.
know.
But remember, say too, a cause and effect that too, because them same people, we see that march on the road and say that them are going dead for dodos. So, a cause and effect.
Yeah,
So, I
but
just say
the
it go.
people them
Yeah.
couldn't say nothing different to him.
Well, yeah, me overstand that too, you know, and
Like in a real life, the
it
people them
even
couldn't say nothing different.
solidifies the reason earlier that we had for sure. Say sometimes people get caught up because here go on. If me live a TG that time there, and me live a TG probably all my life, and that happened. You think say me couldn't come out and say, "I what no I do," I mean I stand up.
They
No,
could have dead.
everybody have to out there say, "Yeah, we are stand, we are stand, we are stand." I just saw them think they stay more time, and that's
They
why
could have end
if
up
people can
yeah.
move, if you can move out of these areas, you move.
Hey,
But
I can't
it's not
tell
the
you.
best place to live.
Yeah,
That's
them I
why me
tell
don't
you
want nobody
about.
glorifying the ghetto, brother.
Yeah, them I talk about how much people dead. If about 1,000 people not dead, down at that, nobody not dead. That me can't tell all madman, market people.
No,
You
man.
know what?
Remember say when a man turn a X16 cross the banks, brother, and start wire that, You know that going on. Anybody pick it up, get it, You
Yeah,
Well,
man,
understand
yeah,
that? I
that
man.
remember
Couple
say that.
market people still they get it. They get it
crazy
still.
Yeah,
people
man.
dead.
Yeah, man, yeah, man, yeah, man.
I
In
mean,
a
know
real life,
people
but
left off from them community, but them a go fight or same place out of east, or them a go fight and dead in that.
right.
Yeah, but
Well, I
watch a
just
little bit them and see
Enough
some of the
people dead,
police
no brother.
them. You see them have fear. Me see all the police are fire and gun. I mean, I think when me look on him not looking at the direction. He must have fire and gun down there. So yeah, you have
right.
to understand. Say, what if a people did accidentally? What if a people
Right.
did on purpose? What if a murder take place where them did want to take place? You understand? I just said them thing they go. It was unfortunate, brother. Say we have places in Jamaica where
Right.
a quote unquote man tell us say you have to go in at your house this a time, yeah, or you can left the community and all them things. There no freedom to do this, brother.
Right. But I just saw the system still. But what when you think about Musk in the Gaza part, the over Israel part there, go meet the masters them and assure them. I mean, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it is
Yeah.
trending. You get me? I
Opportunity.
say, yeah, Musk, yeah, man. Can remember say them man the powerful no, man. And them
Yeah,
man,
man,
he
that's a
wanted to
new
supply
boss,
Starlink.
man.
He wanted to supply Starlink internet to Gaza when Israel cut it off, and them are saying no, you can't do it, because the whole Gaza man them, yeah man, them man are terrorists, so you can't do it. So right
Yeah, but
now,
Israel,
there was always an attempt to subjugate must do, because of them, I saw them man flex them must do, and show you who is king, right? When Kanye,
Hold on. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Sometimes you never see smoke without fire. So it have a work now between Elon Musk, Andrew and Mr. Man over Israel, like
wait, no, me not understand what you mean though.
guys if Israel has stopped that, like Starlink is now in Jamaica though.
Yeah, but the context that Israel and Gaza war, not Israel and Jamaica. So Israel and
No,
Jamaica have a good
but we're just
relationship.
talking about the friendship of the three man them, guys. Realize the three man them connect. We're not talking about the country now, we're talking about the three man them linking.
Yeah, so what I'm
Like we
saying
know
is,
so Elon must have the new boss on the block right now, like
no, what I'm saying, he has power, but at the same time, they are showing him. So that them have the power doing in real life, because them did have said that him are using platform for, yeah, him allow too much quote unquote hate speech. But watch this now.
yeah.
All
Me
right,
see it
when it comes
today.
down to Twitter, right? When it comes down to Twitter and social media, right?
XX.
If you ever go on a platform and say no war or end the war, them label you as pro-Palestinian and then bungle you over the part with the Gaza people them. And I saw them
In,
deal with you.
Instagram worse, bro. Instagram worse. You
So if
can't type
must
free
so
Palestine and all
them
them things.
one must be muzzle everything, because what's it, I suppress them and suppress the information too, because them full of craft too, because the
the
man them don't
badness around the
control Facebook
world, man.
and Instagram,
The
Remember,
bad
say a
man thing
COVID
around the
first, them
place,
them run the practice span. You see them do that in a COVID. Me know say that was coming next to everything where them want suppress. You
But remember
understand? But
saying,
remember say
The only social media platform them not really control at Twitter, you know.
That is
I
the
would
only
say
one
Facebook
now,
and
but they
Instagram
control it back
compromising,
then.
brother.
You mean TikTok?
Eh?
Everything compromised, man.
Well, TikTok, TikTok is on American servers.
Yeah,
Them
but
have to do that when Trump they don't want to divest them. And they have
no,
put the word TikTok on American servers.
it's on American servers, but it's not controlled by America.
No, I'm saying like whatever
Yeah,
TikTok
but you
users
can
who are
know,
in America, right, are
you
governed by
can.
American servers. Because remember, say
No,
TikTok over China too and all over the place.
yeah, but here the server thing work now. Seeing you usually keep the server local as possible to the source market. See, so you can limit any kind of latency and so forth. Sometimes you go to a Chinese website and it take a while to get onto it. TikTok wouldn't have done business anywhere with their servers being in China, but they use it as a political move now to say, yo, our servers are in America, they're within your jurisdiction. But
You know, put
by
fucking indicator asshole.
But aren't they able to monitor it, Ladibela? The Americans?
Yes, of
Sometimes
course.
you get just
Yes.
not that they're able to
yeah,
monitor
cut
it, but they
just
can
put
get
on.
Well,
in
well,
if
well on there. Mute them mic the real
Well,
man.
what?
Hold on.
So,
Hold on.
Sorry about that, brother.
It's all right. That's the word, man. That's what I'm busy. Yeah, go to Lalibela.
so technically speaking, they can't just monitor it, right? But if them have a reason for look for certain information, they can subpoena and this and that and that and that and whatever. But
but
not
how easy it is for to
No,
illegally
but
monitor it?
the thing is, the reality is that they are on U.S. servers and the U.S. government has access to them anytime.
Big thing say they go illegally monitor
hold
it.
on,
Hold
hold
on,
on,
no.
hold
Hold on.
on.
Let
They,
me hear
hold
Lalibela
on.
say.
No, they're not on US servers. They are TikTok servers in the United States with data
No,
centers in
that
the
no.
United States.
Hold on, Lalibela. Listen to me. Under Trump, they had to go on U.S. servers. That's the reason
No,
why Trump. Let me finish, my brother. That's the reason why Trump was threatening them and gave them the ultimatum. As a matter of fact, they had to divest.
hold on, man.
Binance had to divest TikTok, bro.
Hold on, no, there's no
You
such
get what
thing
me I
as.
say?
Hold on, no,
They
there's
had
no
to
such
sell
thing.
it because Trump was using the pretext to say it is the Chinese, it's an arm of the Chinese government and they are spying on America and whatever. So as
So hold
part
on.
of the deal now, they had to use the servers in America where it's not from China.
I'm
No,
So
no.
not
that is
fucking
how
up.
they start
So
doing
hold
that
on.
now.
So hold on. All that mean, don't know, brother, is that they're using physical servers in America data centers, right? But these are TikTok owned servers, right? And as I was saying before, for the most part, wherever your customer base is, you don't want to have some cache server or any type of server close to them, so that when you're transferring data back and forth, you know, the latency issue. So
Right.
they always were here on on servers in America. What they were saying to the government at the time was, listen, to the extent that you have concern, you have jurisdiction, given the fact that we have physical servers in America. But it wasn't Trump or anyone who compelled them to do it. From a
Well,
network
no,
perspective,
what I'm saying is though, Bella, because I followed it. I followed that Trump TikTok thing because that was even part of his election um plan or whatever. Because he was saying that the Chinese, yes, the Chinese owned TikTok at the time, and he was saying that the Chinese would be spying because the app was being used in America. Now, what Trump did, right, was to let them know. So he gave them 90 days to divest because he's saying that shut down TikTok. What they did was come to a solution. And what they did was to put TikTok on American servers. So American users, that information is not
but
transferred over to China.
so hold on, Bridget. So I'm working in the network field, right? And
Yeah, man, I am aware of that, bro.
and what I'm saying is it never was ever viable from the inception to use Chinese servers to transmit information or store information for the American market. So what they were saying then and there is that, yo, listen, we're on American servers. And what TikTok also showed was that, listen, we're not the only ones who are doing what we do. Facebook, Instagram, every single one of them do it. We aren't doing anything
Yeah,
unique.
but remember, say Facebook and Instagram are American companies, though.
No, I get that,
That's the difference, right?
I get it, but they were isolating TikTok to make it seem as if TikTok was doing something that was so different, and there
Yes, it was
wasn't.
different because it was a Chinese owned company.
No, hold on, brother. They were talking about certain information and certain data mining that TikTok was doing.
Right,
Right.
because a Chinese company, so there was the fear that
Hold
the data will
on.
be sent to China.
No, I get it, What me says they were saying TikTok was doing this. Not necessarily because TikTok was a Chinese company. They said TikTok has access to your data. So TikTok was saying, look, everybody have access to your data. They're just attacking us because we're Chinese owned. That's the TikTok's argument, Remember, from 2009, when we had the 4G deployment, right? We had Huawei equipment in our core network. And Obama was like, yo, that can't work because of the same issue them attack TikTok for. And
Right,
we had to remove all of those Huawei equipment out of a core network in 2009. And
right.
ultimately, you see what them do? Them kick Huawei out of America.
Yes,
I,
Trump did it.
I
Trump is the
understand.
one that did it.
Yeah, I
And
understand.
it's the same thing he was doing to TikTok, and that's why TikTok had to come to that agreement with them.
No, I
Because
understand.
TikTok only went on American servers after Trump threatened them
No, man.
with doing the same thing to Huawei.
No, brother. You see, you have to have these. Yeah, TikTok always was on American servers. If you weren't using American servers, you couldn't get that experience.
All right. Let me rephrase. Prior to Trump, right? TikTok, the data that TikTok had, yeah, man, it was being transferred where China had access to it.
Right, so that's what it is. They're
Right,
concerned. So what they were doing
right.
now is to not
No,
have that
good. It's not
gateway towards China.
accessible. Yeah,
Gateway
right,
towards
right.
China, right? Because otherwise, if you were using servers, like even for example these PlayStation people, right, with them video games, sometimes the servers are in Europe and elsewhere, and when
Right.
they're on the network, there's all these latency issues and so forth. So we try to have these cache servers locally where we can, kind of mimic as if the server is local and them type of thing. But yeah, man, Trump, if he could, and it was Microsoft and it was Facebook and these companies that went to Trump and I said, yo, brother, because they couldn't compete with TikTok. So they use
But that visit by Musk now to Israel now, like what's even the reason for that visit? You get me? I say, other than
um
to go and pledge him allegiance.
so Musk is on an apology tour, first and foremost, because he's been accused of the anti-Semitic rhetoric and so forth.
Right.
And you see how all of the big time advertisers them just run with on, see? So he wanted to stop that. And at the same time too, it's an opportunity thing for him. See? Because now if you read certain reports, you're saying that you can weaponize Starlink. Other foreign militaries, he's trying to show the utility of Starlink. So it's a perfect opportunity for him. See?
But he does have business dealings with Israel. You get me? I
Yeah,
say
no, he does, of
him
course.
have
But
business dealings with Israel because Israel does use his SpaceX and Starlink technology. They do.
no, you're
You,
right. They
you
have
get me? I say
him have business with Israel, and that is what Israel
right.
was saying up front, like, yo, Virgin, you're gonna allow Hamas and those people to have access to your network. We're going to stop doing business with you. That's what they said,
Right. Because
up
you
front.
don't know, say them well want fi. You don't know, say them well want fi thing that. Them well want fi them well want fi take away X from must do, because X are the only one where they no control like that. I must control it, right? Remember, they never want him to even bite in the first place.
I think Moss is the most powerful one man right now, like as a person. Like he's the most
Mm.
powerful
Yeah, because
individual
much
right
more
now.
powerful than Jeff Bezos.
So I
No, but
think
him flexing most upon Israel the other day.
Yeah, and that's why I'm over there.
I
Upon
wouldn't even say,
apology to us, Lali
I
Bella say.
wouldn't, yeah, I wouldn't even say I'm flexing muscles, but Elon Musk is a tone deaf brother,
Yeah.
and he will do things and not realize the consequences in many respects.
Right,
And
because when Gaza lost its internet, he did the same thing in Ukraine. When
yeah,
Ukraine
man.
lost internet, yeah, he was asking, like, hey, people, do you want me to, give Ukraine internet? And the whole world was saying, yeah, man, give them the internet. So he gave them the Starlink so that them could use it. And then the Ukraine military, I use it to say, everybody in Ukraine, I use it. No, the difference with Ukraine and Gaza is that Gaza is considered a terrorist organization, the Hamas man them.
Yeah,
No, but,
Ukraine
man.
but
is
hold
a
on,
country. So and that's where the
hear
problem
me
lies
now.
now.
Who these people have been convicted in the court of law? Because them said all of these people said they are democratic, right? These
Right,
people have never been convicted of anything, and that is the problem, Whenever these people want you out, them label you as terrorists because I
right,
am
right,
sure
right.
that all of these people who live in the open prison do not consider these people terrorists.
But the hypocrisy to that as well, because even talking about Moss, and that's the reason why even my next topic, kind of tie into South Africa, right? Because Moss is from South Africa, right? And we saw
Mm-hmm.
where South African Parliament voted to actually cut ties with Israel. You
Yeah,
get what
man.
me I
Yeah.
say? So it is now at the desk of the president. But the president now going to touch that because if he touch that, a suicide. You understand me? I say because
Yeah.
what's this now? The Jews in South Africa them control the whole economy. You get me? I say. So I say that to say this though. Everyone, the whole world in the 90s was fighting against apartheid, right? In South Africa. And the same thing is going on over the part there, right? And nobody cares about that.
That is true. And then funny enough, a lot of these people who they praise Mandela right now, they would have considered him a terrorist back then.
I mean,
I
they
mean,
did label him, even the
yeah.
US
So
labeled him
so
as
that
such.
so that is my problem.
You
So
get what me I
who
say?
you don't know say 100 years from now, them now go say these Hamas people they were heroes.
No, but
That's the
And that
they
point.
is
are
my problem.
heroes to the Palestinian people, and they are heroes to the rest of Arabs, them or whatever type of people them where them deal with. You get what me I
And that
say?
is
So,
why I don't
but
like this
remember, so
term terrorist.
you have states, if they want to get rid of you, then just designate that.
They must brand you as
Yeah,
terrorists.
yes,
That
man.
that means
So,
say anytime they
yes.
want to get rid of a man, them throw it upon you. And it's like from them throw that upon you, they are free to do
Yeah,
anything they
because
want
what's this
with
now?
you.
What's this now? Look how the man them do down at Gaza, brother. Look how the man them do the place. Look on the place, brother. Who no ever see that
Yeah,
now in a World War I and World War II, we see them sitting there, them destruction there, brother.
yeah. And I'm
People and the
fine,
people them have nowhere for run go, brother, who knows how destroy the whole place.
Them do that in Syria too, just true. We couldn't see it, seeing.
Yeah.
Them do the same thing in Syria, and that's what they want to do in Gaza. That's why them turn off the power, kill the phone battery them, and there's no internet.
Right.
So the whole objective is so that we can't see. But them do the same thing in Syria. I mean, as we mentioned that America is still in Syria. Them
Yeah,
control
yeah,
the
yeah.
oil
They have a
fields
big
and so
military
forth.
base
Control the
down
oil
there.
fields and them type of thing there.
Right.
And we
They are
know,
Zor province and them
yeah,
region there.
and we know
No,
say a
but
whole pan gas. Got you.
here's the next. Hello?
No man,
Yeah,
go on,
man,
brother, go on.
Oh, yeah. Here's the next thing, though, right? You see, if the Middle East was not so against each other, believe me, the West would have a serious problem. And that is why America go down there all the while and do them little thing and destabilize and pin who against who and who. And the same thing of Africa. If they
Right.
were united, brother, none of them wouldn't have any worries. None of them. Look how much money in the Middle East. But yet, these countries are so destabilized. And they
But
Right.
have
yes, man.
so many resources.
And let's
Yes,
look
man.
at South Africa, right? Look at South Africa, where they are bold enough to even have that vote in parliament. Most of the African countries, they not do that vote there. Not do it at all, man. You
Yeah,
get
man.
me? I say
That is true.
because them afraid, man. Because they are so afraid. Say, oh, America might cut them off and no funding, no loans, yeah,
But
no
you know,
aid,
No, but
yeah,
here's how people have no vision, right? Say, for instance, even in a Guyana, right? Let us use that as an example. Say you find oil. Say, okay, you understand, you don't have the technology, you don't know how to do it, you don't know how to, all of that. So what you do now, you say, okay, a company come in. What you should do then now, is start a team of your own people to go in and learn what you would need, all the technology, and then give exam a time limit and get these people out of your country, brother. So you
yeah,
can do
man.
the thing on your own. That is the
That's
only
been
way you will benefit.
that's
Democracy
been
now allow that, brother. I think I saw the West Rock.
that's been done to a certain degree, and this is why
West deadly,
true,
the second
Yeah.
the second set of reserves that they found, the deals are different, but Exxon will be there for a long time, and
right.
and it's when it's time for them to leave, somehow a convenient war broke out on them type of thing. You know them kind of way that.
No, but me hear you say a thing, like the other day, and say it actually make me go back and look, And then me I say, but la Bella was right. Anytime the man them want restart the clock on a place, the man them just war.
Yeah, man, a war,
Tell us,
a straight
boy,
war.
me I tell you,
So
terrible.
yes, yesteryear African leaders were more courageous, you know, because you see after the war in 1973 with Israel, every single sub-Saharan African leader cut ties with Israel. Every single one. Every single one of them cut ties with
Right.
Israel. See?
Right.
And
And then the Arab nations had this embargo where them say, all right, we're gonna have an oil embargo, and that crippled the world economy at the time too. You
yeah,
get what
man.
me? I said that was a, yeah. Them used to united back then. No, them fragmented the threat.
You
No,
see,
but
you
here's
see,
the problem now. Go through all of it.
no, you see the Arab world, the fragmentation when them have now is because of Israel still, you know. Part of for them advanced Zionist agenda was to destabilize the Arab League and sow the seeds of discord. And
Right.
that's why we're where we are. And that's one of the most powerful thing Israel has ever done. You know what I mean? Because if not for Israel, would have one Arab country, a mega country, like you know what I mean? That
I'm case in point, right? Let me just go on a little bit of history 101, right? Um, in the 1973 war, there, right? Them time it was Sadat, right? Good. He was the president. Anwar Sadat. But they got a lot of Russian weapons and a whole heap of Russia Scud missiles and whatever missiles. You get me? I say, and they were effective against Israeli aircraft. Now the Russians were the ones who were training the Egyptians to fly the MiGs. You get what me I say?
mm,
Now Russia also sold MiGs to Iraq.
yep.
So, but at the time now, Israel never know the MiG because they never meet them yet because Russia now sell Israel none.
And what did they do?
So what Israel did was pay an Iraqi pilot $1 million, and the man
To
fly from
fly
Iraq
one
with the
come.
MiG and land
Exactly.
it in Israel. And that's
Yep.
how them
Exactly.
study the MiG and know
Exactly.
how to be an advantage over the
Exactly.
Egyptian them. And
Exactly.
remember, in a real life, brother. So in that case, more time, we always have our own people that sell we out.
No, but
Yeah,
it
man.
impossible. It is impossible for you to take over a country without your countryman selling you out. You know, brother.
Right.
It's impossible. No care what nobody wants to say, and that is my problem with the Arab world, right? Them never see the instigation and see say a plot people a plot, brother, against
It-
them.
Yeah, but the
well,
problem is, as Lali Bella done saying, the man then crafting. Let me show you the man then crafty, right? All right. When Sykes and Pico, that's the French and the British foreign ministers, then when the man did mark up the place, right, and the borders, them never say, all right, these people are Sunnis and these people are Shias and these people are Kurds, right? So guess what go on now? And these people are Yazidis, for example, in Iraq. Yeah, man. All right, these people, yeah, man. If they are Sunnis, let them be in a Sunni border region there. If them are Shia, give them Shia border. If them are Kurds, give them Kurdish region. Or if they are Yazidis, you give them their own autonomy or whatever. No, what they did, they cut into these borders. So you have these groups of Shias and Sunnis and Kurds and Yazidis all in one place, a fight for power to run the country.
and it is in
Case in point, down in Iraq, right? The Sunnis are the minority, but to Saddam Hussein, him rule Iraq for 30 years, something like that, as a
before
minority.
and before him his uncle. So you see the thing is, and the Sykes and Pico deal with a secret deal, see?
Right.
So first they got Sharif Hussein and other Arabs to become nationalistic and fight against the Ottoman Empire, see? Having Sharif thinking that he will become the king of the Arab world. And subsequently the man found out, say, yo, the man them have other plans. Them carve up the thing, and they only intended for him to have a small little pocket. See? And it's like that's after him done fight against the Ottoman Empire. Cause enough of the Arabs were thinking after the fact, so yo, it wasn't even worth it. You know what I mean? Because the British double crossed them, the British and the French.
Right.
See?
Right.
And if not for the Russian Revolution, we wouldn't have found out about it at that time. You know what I mean? Because Lenin
What
and
do
them
you
when they
think
come
the Arab them
No,
double
but
cross people?
look how that the empire they fall. We rule the world for years upon years. Your own people and people just come from outside, come craft them,
Yeah, but
and they
what's
make
it, you
that
know?
crumble.
But what's it, you know? when World War One started, right? So Turkey, which would have been the base of the Ottoman Empire,
Yeah,
you
man,
get me? I say
Istanbul.
they were on the side of the Germans. You get what me I say? Now, what Britain realized, because Churchill was a military tactician, Churchill said, yeah man, let's look at the soft, them call it the soft spot or the soft underbelly, right? So them say, where can we target a soft underbelly? And they realized that the Ottoman Empire was ripe. So that's where the British targeted. And as Lali Bella said, them promise, yeah man, all of them senior man there. You get me? I say from Saudi Arabia and them place there. Even the King Jordan them and the King of Jordan them and them people there. And the British give them land there too. You get me? I say the British give them as part of the deal to break up the whole Ottoman Empire. So when you look at it now and you look and you see where the British double cross them. The British make sure says them target the Ottoman Empire because the Ottoman Empire was the weakest link at the time. And this is the result of it too.
Yeah,
Because
man.
remember, say, even when they were attacking the Ottoman Empire, them don't have them plan already for the Balfour Declaration because them don't sign off on it already with Lord Rothschild. To make certain say Palestine, the Jews them from Europe.
Yeah, man. And the Zionists in England were already
Yeah, them
engaged
done
with the
plan already.
government,
Them done sign it already.
working out the preambles to the letter and a bag of things and carving things out way in advance. So them know what the matter. But when the Virgin they ask about the Arab,
So me I be a crossing, all of them a be a double crossing, because even with Iraq, when the US go war Iraq. Iran them go war them from and we live for say Iran now. Go on away now. So there's just a lot of double crossing go on.
yeah. So what's interesting about that now, still, because you see the Iranian them, they're Persians, not Arabs, right? And
Right.
America, they don't have beef with Iran
And
after
they
the
were
revolution,
always
that's 79.
exactly.
Seeing? And America thought they could use Iraq for neutralize Iran. Seeing? The thing about Iran, which is a peculiar thing, because Israel not like Iran. And you see after the war after the Arab war them against Israel, Iraq is the only country that never signed an armistice, So
Okay.
technically, Iraq and Israel is still at war today. Iraq has never signed off on any kind of truce when it comes to any war with Israel. So even though Israel and Iraq were enemies to that extent, America saw where they could still use Iraq to repel Iran. So them two countries that fight a 9-year war with America and Israel as supply weapon to both of these countries. And then weaken the two countries in the 80s. See? And that was beneficial to them. Because it's all about the power and keeping the place neutral. They didn't want any powerful Arab nation that would
Right.
rival Israel.
Right. The first time the US went to war with Iraq was really on behalf of Kuwait. It wasn't really for Iran. Just to
Yeah,
just to
brother.
add to what Rolly said asked. You get
Mm.
me? I say, yeah, them really that Saddam Hussein did find, portion the Isle and it was some disputed region and him take it over. And Kuwait I say is our place. You get me? I say. I think the Kuwaitis were drilling on a disputed area and him tell them to stop and they never hear. So he just invade Kuwait and take over the place. So
Similar
I
to
saw
Venezuela.
America got involved now and said,
Yeah,
no, you can't do that. And I saw the first Gulf War start.
similar to Venezuela and Guyana, right? The disputed
Right.
land. But you see the thing about it? Because America empowered Iraq to go after Iran.
What's funny about the 1991 Gulf War too is that they actually got some paid actors, yes, to say
Mm.
that Saddam Hussein was killing babies in incubators, right? And they got a young miss to go to the United Nations General Assembly and cry and say that, oh yes, he's killing babies in incubators when nothing ever goes so, and then
Yeah,
just
but
use
it
that
might
as a pretext if he just declare war upon him and him something there.
that is why I'm so skeptical of almost everything I hear and see in this news stream nowadays.
Right.
Because it just there's so much misinformation and disinformation. You don't even know what to believe some of the time.
Hey, but
You
remember
understand? You
saying
don't know who they play
when the
politics
Gaza
there
thing,
in the background.
when the Gaza thing just started, man, the man them say a 1,400 Israeli people them. The man them
Yeah,
said that the Gaza man they rape babies and cut off baby neck, and the Gaza man them say show the world the evidence of any baby where we hurt or whatever. You understand what I say? Because remember, the man them a ramp up the propaganda, because so it going.
yeah, man.
You get what
Yeah,
me I
man.
say? Yeah, man, the false
Mm.
information is king when it come on to them
And
environment. Yeah.
no,
So
and no
the man
believe
them
to
I
see
say,
an
oh,
Arab girl.
them rape the one and them say the Gaza man they rape elderly woman, one bag of something, And which part the evidence there? Can't show any evidence. The big hospital where the man they mash up and go there invade the hospital. The man them say, remember the man them say it was a command center in the brother. We not talk about one little
Yep,
hut
yep.
or something in a command center. And when the man then go there, the man then can't find nothing. Only some little small AK-47 sitting like that. And the funny thing is, Israel didn't even build them tunnels there.
Yeah,
Israel
man.
built those tunnels when Israel was in charge of that place.
Here's the reality. Israel want the land because Israel don't even call them here the Gaza or West Bank. Them call it Judea and Samaria, right? And you listen to the Israelis, them tell us them don't know nothing about the West Bank. All them in them life, all them learn is Judea and Samaria. Seeing, so it's like I want them really get out of Israel and realize a place in West Bank and Palestine. So I saw the propaganda rich in Israel. And the man them want the land. And if you look at the Lockheed Party charter, them tells us straight up, no other entity but Israelis can control that region.
But
No,
remember the Leviathan gas field, man, with how much trillions of cubic feet
then
or cubic meters or liquid natural gas or whatever them have, man.
that's where I'm
I
going,
want to
and
tell you, man.
that's where I'm going.
A Gaza gas that, that
Brother,
gas belongs to Gaza, man, them, but what's this, Remember, from Netanyahu start the war, Netanyahu say what? Him have to get rid of them, man. They get rid of Hamas, right? So that they can no longer be a threat. So, me want to know how am I going to achieve that, because that means them are going to occupy the Gaza for a long time.
they plan to. I mean,
Yes, and take it over. Just
there's
like
a
them are do the West Bank too. The way them
brother,
are gonna do, after them do all of this, you see them try to be humanitarian wise and whatever. Yes, man, and then them blend in with the people and them something and occupy the whole place. That
Yeah,
them
man,
are
brother.
gonna
conquer your place now, you might get it, brother.
Yo, there's an article in the Times of Israel where they're suggesting that
Oh,
America should take the
yeah, man,
Palestinian
conquer your place,
refugees.
you want to take it over,
Yeah, man, that's how serious it is. Now. They must say America protect the Palestinian refugees in America. See?
right.
And then the next article says we need to build an island for them Palestinians and put them on the island.
Right, but the funny thing is this, right? You know what's funny about this? Because Lalibela, you remember the Nakba, right?
Yeah, man.
1948.
48.
Right, where the Palestinians were expelled and have no right to return. So
No
what's
right to
this now? Where
return.
them talk about say, yeah, man, countries should accept them. And that's the reason why I've been to blame Egypt. Because
Me
Egypt
too.
knows that them a do it all the time. Them want Egypt to open the borders so the whole of them can come over there and then they don't have no right to return. You
That's
get
it.
what me I say? And Egypt don't want that. You understand what me I say? Because
Yeah.
them do it all the time. So when they talk about the countries should accept them as refugees, once them accept them can't return because then telling them take over them land and them something there. That's the
Believe
sad
me,
part of it still.
in our lifetime, these Palestinians will not be going back to northern Gaza. Not in our lifetime.
Yeah, it's just kind of sad to see the thousands of children and them something there, and the innocent people them, you get what me I say?
And
And to
that's
just see the whole world just a cheer it on, and mainstream media just control the narrative. And you get what me I say? It's just sad though if you see the destruction and death and them something there in a real life.
For real, for
Because
real.
say enough innocent people get caught up in all that.
we
You
have
get what me I say?
15,000.
You say you have one ideology
People
versus
when
the
I know
next
what go
ideology,
on,
and the two of them are war.
people when I know what go on, we get hurt. No,
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man,
see
it's just
something
kind
there.
of sad still. It's really sad, but I mean, at least, my respect to South Africa are doing terms of say putting forward a referendum like that in a way. Not a referendum, but yeah, them pass a motion, but the problem with that motion there is that I hear Virgin they present it, Lalibela.
Malima.
Yeah, man, him same one. So
Yeah,
say
man.
he's called an extremist, So because of him bill, that going up. If Rampesosa if sign that, you're trouble, brother.
Yeah, man, you know,
Yeah.
Mali might go after McDonald's
Yeah,
for that.
yeah, yeah. I saw his side if the president sign it. So he mean a tough spot still, but yeah, it's a tough spot. But at least South Africa, I tell them say, yo, what you know I do to the people them over there. So yeah, yeah, man, definitely can condone it. But again, now too, me not really see South Africa push out that the strength there for the Congo. I want to go on now.
You see, South Africa, because of Mandela, the legacy, them have a certain brotherhood with um Palestine that they might not even have with the
Right,
Congo.
right. You're right. Yeah, I
And,
agree.
and, and I think that's what might give them the courage and the pretext for really become more verbose about this thing.
Right, because Yasser Arafat and yeah man, Yasser Arafat them, Steve Biko them, Nelson Mandela them did really have the similar, characteristics as freedom fighters. You get me I say? So
Yeah, man.
them did even though them never did align physically, but ideologically they were all aligned.
Yeah, man. Mandela said we are not free until Palestine is free.
Right.
So that's why the biggest sort of Mandela is in Ramallah, West Bank, because that's what Mandela mean to those people. I think
Right.
Nelson Mandela is probably the only foreign leader we're gonna meet Arafat. See? Give him a state visit, period. Bill Clinton went there before, but not for those reasons. Mandela might have been the only person we're going to the region to check them on as a state leader. You know what I mean? Legitimize Arafat. So they will never forget those things. At least we give South Africa credit. Our prime minister cannot even call the name Israel and Gaza. Because in face getting in
Well,
trouble.
as me say, his stance yesterday, you realize him realize him folly out at first, man. So him kind of be with a more peaceful and civil
Deep on the
undertone.
fence, I know. Yeah.
Yeah. That
No,
reason
sir.
yesterday, yeah, man, definitely realize, him start off wrong. You get what I say? Start off wrong
Yeah.
because what's this, Remember, right? One is the occupation force, remember, right? According to the Gaza man, the man them say what Israel is an occupation force, the occupying power. You get what I say? So, and the Gaza man, them have said them have the right to self-determination and the right to resist. Then call themselves the resistance. Because
And
remember, say, the man them have say is them are trying to resist the occupation and apartheid.
and
You get me? I say?
international law support everything that they're saying.
Right.
Yeah.
But the problem now is that the fact that they are designated as the terrorist groups by Israel, America, the European Union, etc., etc. That are the problem. They say now, and because them man they run down at the Gaza now, everything them say at them man they. So when they lock off the water now, them say, oh, we don't want the Hamas man them to drink the water, as if say the people in Gaza now go dead for thirst. You get what I say? Yeah, when they
Right.
No,
cut
but
off the light,
but
them say, oh, we don't want the Hamas man to get no light. Oh, we no gas down there because we know that Hamas going to get the gas. You get what
but
I say? I saw
me
them
have
do
a
it.
question though,
You think
right?
they easy?
If Palestine and everybody was serious about this thing, it's kind of a two-part question. Because my thing is that when Israel was expanding and expanding, why did they allow them to cut off the West Bank from the Gaza? And next thing, why is it that the West Bank they try to make a push to connect to the Mediterranean Sea so them can supply and resupply Gaza with everything they need or whatever the case may be?
So
Because
the
that is
West
the
Bank,
problem too with the Gaza Strip,
the West Bank is to the Jordan, right? And Gaza is to the Mediterranean. So
Mhm.
if anyone is going to expand to the Mediterranean, it will be Gaza, not West Bank. But you're asking why didn't the
No, but
Palestinian
them can't push
rebel?
furthermore. Them couldn't push furthermore inland.
Oh, I
You
mean,
So
say,
you see, you
I
No,
see
push
I
the
Pope
man
shrink,
and
I
push them
shrink,
Felix.
out the sea.
I shrink. Listen me, Dory. If
no,
you
me I
look
thought the
past,
West Bank side,
yeah, but when I say Dory,
Mm-hmm.
if you look past some maps, right, at Israel in 1948 and look on it now, I shrink the West Bank shrink and the Gaza shrink. Everything I shrink. Nothing can increase, brother. So there's
Yeah, man,
no way
I
the West Bank
know.
can increase nothing right now. Everything I shrink. I take
R-
I
way.
know that's why the first part of my question is when them did that expand, why them allow them to cut off total? Because that reach
Because
Gaza now,
because 1948 the man them know decide. Remember the man them done decide they're gonna take as much land as them can. It was all about trying to take the land brother in a real life. So here go on now. Even right now, right now in the West Bank. Yeah, man, you have the settlers. The man then just build up couple houses, and the military come and protect them, and everybody else start come and build up, and then just build up settlers. Yeah,
So Dory,
and until Israel just have control over that and everything and take it over.
yeah,
So and
Dory
them
in a
things that go on, and the whole world is silent about that.
yeah, Dory in a 73, Ariel Sharon, see, he made a statement that
Mhm.
yo, we're going to create these settlements that are not contiguous. We're gonna have a settlement over Yasa, over Deso, we're gonna have settlement all over the place. To the point where Ariel Sharon is saying if the US and UN want to create a two-state, it will be virtually impossible. So them have them big stick and them have a strategy. So them decide so them just not just take a settlement and expand that same settlement. They create a lot of settlements. And it was a strategy by the Israelis to intentionally carve up or not even carve up, but just
And keep expanding.
yeah, constantly expanding in all of these areas that are not interconnected per se.
But
But
the
they
problem
want,
is, the problem is, Lalibela, not to cut your wisdom, but the United Nations in 1967 did designate, all these settlements. The United Nations resolution say no more settlement expansion. You
of
get what me I
course,
say?
yep,
And Israel just expand. So the reality is that Israel has always been in violation of
yeah,
the
man,
United Nations resolution. It
of
begs the
course.
question though, why can't no one enforce the resolution? What sense it make having a resolution and you can't enforce it?
So what it clearly shows that Israel and most of these international bodies only have teeth for developing nations. See? You
Right,
see, you see nations like Israel that are backed by America and most Western powers, or say Russia or America or even France. If these countries decide that they're going to ignore any UN resolution, they will do it without any meaningful consequence because these are the people who are bankrolling UN in a brother. So
right.
it's like, especially America. I mean, the UN headquarters is in New York.
All right,
It's
but
like,
look at what's funny, right? So right now, the whole world, right? The Western world and America and Europe and excluding probably Russia and China, but America and Europe and Israel and everybody I say, yo, the Iranians have nuclear. We can't allow it to happen, and we see Netanyahu about 8 years ago go in front of the UN with one little fake photo, all right, and and they are just a minute away, or they have it now. And the man
mm,
just sensationalize everything in a brother. They get
yep,
what me I say?
yep,
While in reality, Israel have nuclear. Because
yeah,
Mordecai Vanunu did leak that out and spend his life in a prison for that. Right? And there is no inspection from the IAEA. Nobody questions that.
because
Recently, during the Gaza war, the Israeli minister said, yeah, man, nuke for use pan them. And remember him get suspended for that. So the man acknowledge that Israel have nukes.
yeah,
And
man, and
nobody
then
not talk about that. Nobody not talk about that. Them
it's
only
A
talk
because
about
bad
the
boy
Gaza
from the
man,
block,
them and this
man.
and that.
yeah, because in a film book, Israel is a rational broker, see, a quote unquote democracy, so they're rational, and Iran, on the other hand, from their perspective, is irrational,
Yeah,
which
but the thing
as
is, Lalibela, say Iran is a signature of the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty.
right, and they
Israel is not a signature of the
right,
Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty.
right,
That's the reason why no inspectors can request any inspection. Right? Remember with Iran, whenever the international inspectors ask for the inspection, they allow them. Sometimes politics play because where Iran knows say a whole heap of Israeli spy them send and none of them and them a spy out, yeah man, then give back the intel you don't know it go to America and the Mossad. They know them craft there too.
yeah, man,
You get what I
America
say?
America bend over for Israel, and the world know that. Yo, Israel is an interesting country. They don't have a constitution in the brother. They
Right. So me I say is
intention.
that the fact say they are not even a signatory to the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty for them to have it is cause for concern.
The,
Especially the fact that they're always in a war.
well, you see, the argument is Israel has a right to protect herself
Right,
because
right.
all of the
True, true,
irrational people around her wants to get rid
true,
of her. So
true.
she needed. She's the defensive entity, not the offensive entity, which is not the
True. I
case.
ain't know say them I go prefer the You know, them one, the European, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Especially when
man.
them have the money. Yeah, man. And them run things.
Yeah, man, I
So
real
even that's
talks.
why we see Moss over there now. We know say Moss I got through what? Moss I got through the same thing when them put Kyrie through, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Where them
But
talk about re-education or sensitization and then sitting there. So at that then Kyrie must gone pan now.
the
So
one of
him
difference
can go
guys
over
call.
there and go learn this and learn that and whatever. So him can come born again.
Man, them a bring him on a manager and say the man have to
That me I
control him,
tell you,
brother.
facts, brother. That them
Yeah,
I
man.
do.
I was talking to an Israeli supporter the other day,
You know, she say
and
Right.
Amazon and Elon must them a take over the world.
Yeah,
You got
man.
to do it.
Amazon.
yeah, man, I was talking to an Israeli supporter the other day, and they were talking about, the struggles that Israel go through and the Holocaust that they went through and all. But my thing is that I was asking them now, how you differentiate the Holocaust from this? What them are doing in Gaza right now, bombing the place indiscriminately.
What's
So how you
peculiar?
differentiate it?
What's peculiar is that they're saying that what Hamas did on the 7th is another Holocaust, right? And they have Hamas as Nazis and Hitlers, which is baffling. You know what I mean? It makes no sense. But you
Yeah,
see,
but
when it
it's
comes,
go
got
to.
you.
Sorry,
When it
Landon.
when it comes to the reason as far as countering this genocide and the Holocaust argument, I usually work with the Israelis, like you know what I mean, Gideon Levy and them on there. You know what I mean? You have so many of these prominent Israeli people who burn fire, like even Norman Filkenstein and so forth, right?
Right.
Them on the bonfire for the
Yep.
petty cry when it comes to
Michael Pillid
Holocaust.
too. You know,
Yeah,
yeah,
and
Colonel Michael Pillid.
yeah, you know what I
You get
mean.
what I
But
say?
them on those men, them bonfire for this thing, seeing, and may I listen to all of this Jewish virgin, Arab
Rabbi
Jew.
Wise too and them on there too.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Not for them on there. So you see, if you want to really understand that garbage and Israeli attack, just listen to the Jewish man, them, the Israeli man, them when I
That's the
support it.
reason why too. That's the reason why like even people who are monitoring the situation, them have to really overstand. So here go on now. Not all Israelis are in favor of what's going on, and not all Jewish people over the world is in favor of what's going on. Because you have groups like Jewish Voice for Peace, right? They are saying end the war and peace and negotiate and exchange hostages, and they are being labeled as pro-Palestinian. So once they label them as pro-Palestinian, you know how that go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because if
man.
you look on it, near people over and over, I say slavery was 400 years ago. Get over it and all sort of things. So me they wonder now, how comes Jewish people they can't get over the Holocaust?
No, you can't
Them,
say that. You can't say that. It's a crime to say that, Dory.
yeah,
Dory,
man.
you know, say legally, if you in America and tell somebody that who's of that, yeah, that's a crime. And then charge you and you got prison for that, man, big time.
Yeah, the
In
man
real
said
life.
never. Man
But
said
what's this,
never
you know? But
forget,
what's this, you
never
know? What's this,
forget.
you know? What's this, you know? White politicians can say that about black people in terms of wanting reparations for slavery.
I say we ain't have no power. We don't have
You
Yeah,
no
get what I
power.
mean?
and we don't
Right.
have the money.
You see who have the good, who
Exactly.
have the money, have the power. That's why
So
one thing, notice the mainstream media, right? Them at each other's throat every time, Republican and Democrat. Basically, when it come on to Israel, everybody sing the same song. Notice the
everybody.
politician them. When it comes on to Republican and Democrat, them at each other's throat. Them don't even want to give the citizens a dime. Basically, when they come on to Israel, want all 150 billion, everybody sing the same song, brother.
No, but
Same song,
this
yeah.
one who you listen, because we hear Ben Shapiro say, you must have shut up your mouth and send money go Israel.
Yep,
And me I
no, but
listen to the
member
man
say
and me say, what is this man
no, but
saying?
member say Ben Shapiro, them people that him
No,
Yeah,
but the
man.
very
man come like
influential
him
over that
want war. The man come like him as a warmonger. When you
Yes,
listen to
he
the
is.
man
Yes,
come
of
like
He
him
course.
want
is.
people just dead.
He
He's a
is.
Zionist too, He's a proud Zionist too.
No, but
He
here's
is.
my problem with these
Mhm.
people. People who want the war. Them now over they go fight it, brother. Them want your look up sons and daughters go dead for them
But
and for them
but but
cause.
guess what's funny about all them man there? Remember say them man there Candice Owens work for
Yep. And shall be for them right now still.
No, but you know hear
Yeah,
when
yeah,
say
yeah. She
about
and him a
Candice
beef
Owen the
with
other day.
him even a styler, don't lolly bella.
The
Yeah,
man
man,
style of
styling
big.
The
him
man a
more see
styler
man.
saying dare her for resign. Because him know say any of she resign, Candice Owens done for. She can't
Bury
get
my
no
water.
work. Which part? Which part she get work? You must be mad. Our career done. Anyhow she ever come out and critique Israel, our career done. In a real
No, but
No.
life.
but you know what she said? Because it wasn't even a critique, Basically, the woman I say, oh, all of this thing, we could just have peace. The man say
No.
at the most, me can't remember the word when he say.
Yeah, man. Yes, man. Yes, man. Because them man
Say
they
the
have the
most
power.
disgraceful thing or something like
Yes,
that him
because
ever
because
hear.
I get to go on now. Them man they have the links na the ADL where him can call Mr. Greenblatt, right? And whatever, and the ADL just apply some pressure. And once the ADL apply pressure, the rest is history. And the ADL start pressure X, you know. At them for start pressure X, you know, brother. And we know say once them start put on the pressure on X, Elon must have to cave in. Cause them man they show you who is king. We see
Yo,
Kyrie get it, we see Kanye West get it. Remember that.
but the far right I got shift still and put some pressure on the government. Hey, Jonathan Pollard, you're a virgin, The man said, listen, Jews will always have dual loyalty, and every American Jew should consider spying for Israel. And
Mm,
that the man saying, seeing?
No,
right.
but that is true.
But you see, when you say that, them says that's an anti-Semitic trope, right? And they're saying that
Right. Right.
so that even in Germany you get arrested for them thought there.
Yeah, man,
See?
definitely, man. And listen to me, the way the world run, the world's a corrupt place, you know, brother, because watch this, you know. Right? Remember say, you know, America and the European countries, them are friend, except Russia. But Snowden can tell we say America that's pipe and the whole of them, right? And the same
Mm-hmm.
thing too. Israel and America are friend, and America has pipe on Israel, Israel has pipe on America.
Yeah,
You
man.
understand what I say?
But you
It's
see,
just a messed up thing when it comes down to the whole politics side, brother.
the
But a
weird thing
one
about
Yeah,
thing when it comes down to that, right? The Democrats and the Republicans, them, if them supposed to say cut taxes on properties or housing, them fight, piss it out and filibuster, stay up all night and deadlock. You get what me I say?
when I was
yeah,
trying to
man.
But
open my
when it comes
checkbook.
down to anything for Israel, quick and fast, remember
Then
that.
Virgin,
No
you know,
argument.
one of the peculiar thing about Israel, brother, if you're an American citizen, you can go join the Israeli military, if you're a Jew, you can join the Israeli military without having to denounce your citizenship in America. How can you be okay with
And
an
them alone
American
America
citizen?
allow that for.
Yeah, only them. They're the only ones.
No, but I
See?
want to tell you, sir, recently, them get visa free travel now.
Yeah, man. And it was even expedited because of what did transpire? It was expedited.
And
Yeah, man, recently.
quite a few of them went back home to join the war.
Yeah, man, whole heap, man. Because remember say a whole brother. Remember say Queens, a couple millions of them that Queens, brother.
Brooklyn largely. Brooklyn are
Right,
the big
Brooklyn,
time.
you mean? No
Yeah,
matter about Queens.
yeah,
Brooklyn
yeah.
matter. Brooklyn,
Brooklyn,
brother.
Brooklyn.
You get what me
But
I
yeah,
say? We never talk about New Jersey. But the man them
yeah, man.
enough, brother. So here go on now. Them look at it as a spiritual homeland too. So you
But
have some time enough for them. Yes, remember, the right of return, where Israel say, Netanyahu say, when he passed the nation state law last year, him said that Israel is the home of the Jewish people, right? So therefore, any Jew in the world has the right to return. So what's this now? If every Jew in the world plans to go back to Israel, remember me tell you, you'll probably want 10 million people. You get
yeah,
me I say?
at
Eh?
Or more than
six,
that.
No, I'm talking like in the diaspora. I'm not talking who that Israel. Couple
Okay,
millions,
okay.
well, because down
at,
in Russia alone about 1.45 million down there.
no man, at 6 million Jews outside of Israel and 5 million in America. See? So
Word.
most of them they leave Eastern Europe and so forth.
Right, right, right.
America was one of the remaining safe space, and most of these Jews who are in America are either in New York or California. You
Right.
know what I
But
mean?
Russia did have a whole heap to man because remember in the
Yeah,
1990s?
yeah, man. They had
Right?
a lot in Russia. They had a lot in Russia,
Right.
and I remember, even in 1915, brother, there was a 1/3 of the Baghdad citizens were Jews.
Right.
A third of the citizens in Baghdad were Jews at the time. And then
Right.
Israel go in and start doing some false flag bombing and have the Jews being blamed, got kicked out of the country.
Right.
Zionism is a crazy thing, brother. And
Yeah,
we have
man,
to
and
distinguish,
crafty, man.
yeah, man, we have to distinguish between Zionism and, Judaism and
Right.
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 But
Right.
the Zionists, brother, the man that will do anything and then
And
get
the
away with
problem is
everything.
now the problem is now that it's been co-opted to add religious Zionism because initially it was a political movement.
Yeah,
So
man,
now
and
them kind of put the far right religious ideology there. This land is mine. God gave this land to me, and then sitting there. Remember all when me a sing all them song that school, me never even know so over Israel and write them song there.
But
And
this
a
land is my
Israel
land.
song me a sing.
This
This
land is my
land is
land.
mine. God gave this land to me. This brave
Yeah,
and
man.
ancient land to me. And me I say, wait, I want to go on there, so. Me never know that. You get what me I
Yeah,
say?
yeah, man. Israel is an interesting place, and the faint of heart cannot speak ill or go up against Israel, no matter who you are, no matter how powerful you are. And as again, you see with Elon Musk, Elon Musk doesn't want Israel as an enemy. You know what I mean? The ADL. You know what I mean? You know the Jews as his enemy. I mean, it's the worst thing a man could ever have as an enemy is a Jewish enemy. And the
Right.
worst thing. You know what I mean? And it's not and I mean, even John Mersheimer say, yo, listen, I'm writing about the Zionists, the Zionist lobby. I'm not saying anything that is not factual, but you still have to be careful because if you tell the truth, them can ruin your career no matter who you are.
Right,
Bro,
right, right, right.
yeah, man, him says as an academic, the worst you could do is being accused of being anti-Semitic. If you're accused of being anti-Semitic, your career is done.
Yeah, man, me can remember say, listen to me, Lali Bella, you have some serious people, you know. Remember say all man like Benjamin Friedman, them, these guys are from the 60s, you know. And then you
Mm.
have David Irving and Ernst Zundel. You see them man, the brother? Ernst Zundel was a German in a brother. And we see they say the people and bring that the money down to earth. David Irving, one of the greatest researchers, me I tell you. When the man they are research everything about we go on in World War II there. Oh, a lot them lock down them man there. So people they even hear about David Irving and Ernst Zundel. People
Yeah, man,
can't even
and
find nothing. Them scrub the internet with them man the thing. And
yeah,
that me
man,
I tell you.
and once
Because me,
them,
me know, because me study them man the thing, because them man they reveal, do some serious research and show you how the man them weaponize certain things to them advantage.
yeah,
Because
man, and
once
once,
you use that the word, they just use one word and the whole world quiet.
yeah, man, once them discredit you, know, brother, that's it.
Once them say age, once them
There's
say
no,
Holocaust, brother, and that's how it done. You
and
dare not challenge that.
yeah, you know what funny? They used to always say you cannot compare any other atrocity to the Holocaust. You shouldn't compare anyone else to Hitler. And now we have 12 or 1400 people dead at them, so that's the second Holocaust. See? And now you're comparing Hamas to Hitler. Hamas cannot be compared to Hitler, brother. What Hitler was doing. The Holocaust, them killed 6 million Jews. How can you compare a few hundred people dead to 6 million? But you see, when they want to do it, they can do it.
But the thing is, though, too, you know, and you know, like David Irving and Ernst Zundel, yeah, man, them did have to get rid of them, man, you know, because you know, say even that, you know, you have done enough of the man them as a craft and use with them numbers they still, but you know, you just make that stay right there. You get me? I say, yeah, man,
Yeah,
the man
and
I said then craft them numbers there, yeah, man, for actually, you know, you don't know it, go, man. And I would say the whole history, right, because as a result of that, the state of Israel was even farmed to. You get me? I say. The whole
yeah, and
world did sympathize with them and them sitting there. So them kind of play, them kind of control the narrative and them, you know, the victor. Yeah, them can just say, because remember, you know, the first time and then they started 3 million, you know, and then they start 6 million.
yeah, man.
And then
But
people start ask questions and they make it a crime.
yeah, man, and the truth about it that I think we should even. I mean, listen, it's important to know how many people were killed,
Right,
and
right, right.
but the man they didn't have them plans, so them use the
Right. So you
Holocaust as
just
a
load that here,
pretext.
man. Because you can't even ask that question there, brother, in a real life. You
Yeah,
can't
man,
ask the
brother.
question. You can't question it in a real life. That's how the system work. You can't even
Yeah,
ask a question. You can ask a question about even any American president or whatever. Or say anything about any American president. But you dare not question that, bro. That's a
them
suicide.
a real talk. I mean, a real
Yeah,
talk,
man. You
and
just have to know, so you just skip around that and know the thing. But we know the thing, man, because as I say, man, we study the world history and then sit them, and we see the ones them where I show the people them certain things. Yeah, man, they shut them down, man. So when they see must down there now, when they see must down there now, oh, a re-education them a deal with, reintegration must have gone with. Me can tell you that. Anytime
and
must forward back, you go hear
uh,
we must start do.
exactly
And you
different
might go
must.
say X I go start yeah man, suppress more quote unquote hate speech because what them call hate speech Lally Bellas, Mister, if you say peace, remember then they say pro Palestine. Yeah, pro Palestine, yeah man, hate speech person that.
Yeah,
I just
yeah,
saw them do it on these platforms now. It is
yeah,
sad. You
And
get
when
me?
it
I
comes
say,
to the,
remember, I said Facebook and Instagram, we done know already at Zuckerberg. And
yep,
it's part female legions there already too. So,
The
who was
X is
listening,
a
man?
internet provider.
X, no, man, a Twitter, man. It's formerly Twitter, man.
Or they take over Twitter, okay.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
yeah,
and
change
just
the
Or
rename
change
it,
the
right?
name to
Eh?
Twitter.
yeah,
But
Yeah,
don't think
him
you have
rename it X.
don't you they giving they like providing internet. I mean you say
Starlink,
Starlink, okay.
Starlink, yeah, Starlink.
But he own Starlink.
Yeah, man,
Right. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I am control the thing like that, man.
through SpaceX.
Very
But this
powerful,
one,
brother, man. Very
yeah, man,
powerful.
the powerful.
SpaceX and Tesla and them sitting there, man. Very
But it's
powerful,
when
man. Powerful,
it's when
powerful, powerful.
Yeah,
you see
new
why
kid
he's
on the
in
block.
Israel.
I guess the big
Yeah, man.
boys are calling me, you know.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I rein him in, man. To make him know who his boss too, because remember said that BlackRock them own almost Tesla shares and SpaceX shares and Starlink shares and they sitting there, you know. BlackRock go way back up to Rothschild them, you know, brother, at the top, you know. So you know how that go. You get me? I say most of him investors them and part owners them and whatever, where might own billions in a shares. Yeah, man. You don't know it go.
Yeah, man, and when
Them
Elon must
people
come back
there.
still, you know.
Eh?
Elon must come back, you know, brother. A whole part surveillance software technology that Israel, you know. So you should expect more integration between
Yeah.
X and
Yes.
the
I agree.
Israelis.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Me feel say that's him I go look at certain spyware, not just spyware, but certain systems that can
Yeah,
probably detect quote unquote hate speech. Because
bots.
remember,
Yeah, them thing there.
if you even type Palestine, the man them design the algorithm to flag you, you know. You
Of
get what me I
course,
say? And
of
yeah,
course.
trust me, man, the thing that normal, man. The
In
thing
a
that
real
normal.
life, if I saw Israel I move Israel real powerful then brother.
Yeah, man, what I say, man.
How can a country a war at the same time, but at the same time them control technology to the next level? Like
Yeah, brother, that's money and
just to
power,
think
you know.
about that, that's crazy still. Like
Hey, them say every year, every day Israel spend $280 million fighting this war. You know?
Right.
See? And the worst part about it is that they had to call up 300,000 civilians who are no longer working. So how you keep the country running when you have
that,
over 500,000 people
that's
out,
that's what
out of the
we are
workforce? See?
wonder. We are wonder say, how the hell is happening? Like these people literally a war, but
Yeah, man.
the technology is on point. Like how the hell they do that? That shit is crazy.
Yeah, man. You see, in the
Right.
70s, brother, in the 70s, the man them deliberately said, I'm going to get into security. All of these type of security we see are going right now. Even though cybersecurity didn't exist then, the preambles to cybersecurity and all of these type of stuff, the Israelis decided that they were going to get into that in the 70s and then invest in the education of the thing. And that's why they're so ahead of the curve when it comes to that aspect of IT and so forth. Them deliberate, you know what I mean? And now they're the most powerful, you know what I mean? Most network gears we have to do with security, they're going to say made in Israel on it. And them kind of weird. Any microwave radar made in Israel, made in Israel. Hope of Israel name, see? Enough time I go through certain things, made in Israel. When you talk to some company, appear Israel name the man them have. See? Man them now work on them Shabbat and them type of thing there. That's a very interesting thing. You cannot be in America involved in IT or anything like that and have any issues with them people there. It just doesn't work. You know what I mean? You talk about the whatever I thing with that Jamaica. I seen. You see, surveillance technology where Jamaica go on. That's where they gonna get it from, Israel. That's all of the Arabs gonna get it from. That's where Jamaica is gonna get it from, Israel. You know what I mean? Andrew can't get it nowhere else. You're not gonna trust the Chinese because you figure some back door and everything. So everything will come from Israel. Israel is a powerful country, brother. Very powerful country. As a matter of fact, if you ask me, America bow to Israel, not the other way around.
Yeah, well, I think Andrew have a choice because America don't really want him get
China.
certain things from China neither. So
Yeah,
being that
you,
we're around in the west, around here, so especially around other part of like him still a fair play legion to the US, you know.
yeah,
China still see that still.
So
yeah.
And
what's
we
still
see my shift to China because I'm gonna get a whole heap of funding from China and things, but
That's yeah,
him,
yeah.
him
That's what I was
legion
gonna say. Yeah.
Legion, definitely to the US then.
Yeah, man. But you see, the thing is, if he wants certain things from China, they will provide him with the funds, right? To borrow the money, them kind of way, easier than Israel. In most cases, Israel want you to come with your money. See? Where China, we just give the loan. You know what I mean? And at the same time, you buy things from China. As long as you buy it from China, them good with that. And them kind of way. But we live in our peculiar times, brother. And
America don't want that. America don't want that though. Cause remember China build a building down there in America, so them not talk to them in the building. Though.
Yeah, that's how it go, man. Remember, said
that's how
that's
that
the
go.
two of them down there. The two of them
Yep.
down at Jamaica and aspire upon each other, you know. You think they easy?
No.
You're paying in the mind here, man. You're paying in the mind, brother. Listen me, everything with China they down there, America know. You get me? I said the Chinese and down there to aspire out and see where America going with. Them I watch them one another, your friend.
For real.
But anyway, still, me I kind of close off, you know, because you know it was a quote unquote, you know, late start, you know. I don't want to say late still, but you don't know it go. We start 9 p.m. So, you know, yeah, me I kind of close off that one still until the next time. You see it? So,
Yeah,
enough
man,
respect
we
as
have
always, you know.
Good
blessings, man.
reasoning, man.
Enough
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
respect.
man, as always, man. Respect,
Yeah,
man.
man. Honor
Yeah,
to the
man.
one,
Big up
man.
the chat,
Yes.
you know. You don't know,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
salute.
Dollar
Real
belly, you
talk.
don't know.
All right,
Yes,
same way,
King.
so man.
Real
So,
talk.
people, enough respect, you know. Yeah, man, greatly appreciate the support as always. Please remember, if you didn't like the video at the beginning, yeah, man, you can just give it a like on your way out. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe as well. We appreciate the subscription so we can build the platform still. So, bless up in the whole earth community, enough respect. Merkaba, enough respect. Maat Root, enough respect. Oral Donaldson, enough respect. Ryan Williams, enough respect, you know. Michelle Clark, enough respect. You know, Lally Bella, Rollis, Dory, Real Man. You get what me I say? What the next person name again, man? Pressure Dan or whatever, Dan. I totally forgot that name. Vioni All. Big up. Lady B official. Big up. Truth Earth. Yeah, man. Enough respect. Watch, look, and listen. Enough respect. Andrea. Yeah, man. Big up yourself. You know. Julius Diamond. Big up yourself. Pilgrim Forever. Enough respect. Theory. Enough respect. You get what me I say? I don't know if I leave out anybody name. Yeah, man. Me just start calling name them based on what me see. You understand me I say? Yeah, man, enough respect to each and every one. And as Mr. Still, to the ones who are listening on the play forward, yeah, man, remember if you leave a little like on the video still. So we'll catch you up on the next one. All right? Big up on yourself.
Yes. Salute, salute,
Yeah,
salute.
man. Cool.
Yeah, cool, cool.